How was your chauffeur? Was he alright or?
Best lift ride I've ever had.
What's the answer?
9 plus 3 times 4 minus 2. 12 times 2, 24.
That is not the answer. What is the answer to this?
I'm a dumbass. You gotta do foil, I think.
No, you don't.
It's 19.
It is. Okay, you
gotta do the middle first.
Yeah, all the time multiplication comes first. And then when you get to 12, the other is -2, so that makes it 10, and then plus 9. Okay, but I understand.
What do you
I didn't expect him to get it right either, but even though he's an active carpenter and in class all the time.
Did you feel better? All right.
No, I'm just saying.
You know, damn. You know. All right. Well, let's get this started.
If everybody could answer it, bitch, I wouldn't be smart. Average.
He's worth every penny.
Welcome to Everybody Laughs Podcast. I'm Brendan Ridge.
I'm Sean. How you doing?
And today we got a special guest, Ty Moore.
Not special, not retarded. He's actually, pretty literate.
Not good at math, though. We'll find out.
We'll edit that out, you know what I mean?
What the fuck you would add something else.
Yeah. Finally do something, Brandon. Jeez. Besides get us dick ice.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, I do have.
And then he wonders why people think he's gay. Because straight men don't have shit like that. Anyway, I'm sorry. Okay, listen. Hold on.
Well, let's just get this out the way. Ty, what's the gayest thing about you?
Definitely the way I gay bait on stage all the time. I talk about jerking dudes off, blowing dudes.
Oh, on stage,
not
not
intentionally,
stage. Right.
but yeah. So I'd say that's probably it. The gayest thing I've ever done was play football at a Catholic high school.
Oh.
Yeah, we like to have fun.
I feel like you're trying to.
I feel like I have no part in this conversation.
Yeah.
No, it's definitely some. It's pretty gay. I won't lie.
Wow.
You went to a Catholic high school?
Yeah, I went to a Catholic high school, Catholic grade school. Catholic all my life.
Really?
Yeah.
So,
Was Catholic all my life. I don't know if that's how you say it. I was Catholic for a long time. I'm not a good Catholic now. I don't even go to mass for Christmas or Easter.
really? Do you?
Yeah.
What about Lent?
Nope. Weddings and funerals.
I don't even think good Catholics really practice Lent very well, you know?
No. I try to do the no meat on Friday.
You gotta go to the South, because they do. I mean...
There's some out there that are real. I mean, I know Catholics that still do every meat, or every Friday no meat, not just during Lent.
And that, my family was big on that, like Irish Catholic, and like they would do the no meat or whatever on Fridays.
Yeah.
But the only time I actually did Lent was when I was getting like sober or clean, and just to see if I had any self-control, and I quit meat for 40 days and became a vegetarian. For like a year
put
and a
some
half.
years back on your life.
Huh?
So that probably put some years back on your life.
Yeah, I mean, it proved that if I put my mind to something, I could do it. So that was like revelational to me because I was just getting burned out every day.
I know people who drink and smoke like a pack of cigarettes a day. That the day Mardi Gras is Fat Tuesday, right?
Right.
The next day is Ash Wednesday, which starts Lent, and they up until Good Friday will not drink or smoke a cigarette. Mm-hmm. That is their penance for the year. I mean, they just like, if you could do that, then you had to smoke it all, motherfucker. I mean, and they do that almost every year. That's their penance. Yeah. So they practice in the South. Up here, y'all some heathens.
Yeah, that's true. So, not everybody. I mean, my grandpa still goes to church several times a week.
Catholic church?
So you find that older people are more, you know what I mean?
My grandpa's he's dedicated. He gets it done.
And younger people just have not been inundated the same way. You know what I mean?
No.
Because especially if you're Irish Catholic and shit, back in the 50s and the 60s, you were a different type of Catholic. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, my mom's childhood was definitely different than mine.
Well, I think in the cities too, like Catholic school, almost they consider it was like the safer school to send your kids instead of public school or whatever.
Ours was across the street from houses that always had the cops going over there.
Really?
Yeah, yeah, on West Street. My
Until I
grade
went to
school.
Crenshaw, I went to school where, you know, normal people went to school.
Yeah.
Wasn't no police coming to the motherfucker's house.
California was a different world for a long time.
Well, I lived in Missouri, dude. At that point, when I was
Yeah.
when I moved to California, it was like the shit y'all talking about. You know what I mean? Going to Crenshaw and shit. But you know,
Yeah.
I mean, in Troy, Missouri, as we were saying coming up here, it's like the country. It's like the mini Columbus. You know what I mean?
You know,
And
he
this
was the
is
rhinestone cowboy.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Don't let him fool you, Ty.
People, this is why you should not do drugs. It's a perfect example.
Brandon quit for 40 days and then got right back to
Wow,
it.
yeah, and then, oh my God, he's a vegetarian and everything, and it's really embarrassing.
Not anymore.
because-
I eat meat now.
I know, but when we go to dinner or something, especially with my wife who's a vegan,
Yeah.
he knows shit, and we'll try shit that I won't even think about putting in my mouth.
Like a chickpea,
Whoa.
like a chickpea burger.
Oh yeah, some bullshit like that.
Yeah.
He is. It's just embarrassing.
I'd rather have a chickpea on a burger.
It's like going to dinner with two chicks.
Listen,
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna ignore that, but I don't know what type of black magic these vegans figured out to make cheese out of.
I know, huh? I
It's-
know, huh?
It's kind of unreal. Like,
I know. I've seen that. Like,
Interesting. Vegan cheese.
oh yeah.
yeah,
I don't think I've ever had it.
it tastes like cheese, look like cheese, not cheese.
They have seafood and all kind of shit. Vegan.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not real, but you know what I mean. It looks that
Some
way.
type of like sometimes they'll pass off like tofu as chicken.
And they do it as shrimp and shit.
The
Yeah.
amount of work
Oh, yeah.
though that's got to take. I
Oh
mean,
yeah, it ain't
Oh,
cheap.
sure.
That
Yeah.
shit ain't cheap.
that's like science experiment with food every time you eat.
Oh,
Yeah.
because we went to St. Louis and she had a vegan shrimp po' boy. What the
Oh.
fuck?
Was the sauce vegan then too? I assume.
It was,
Interesting.
and it was good. I mean, it wasn't no shit I'm gonna eat. No, you know what I mean.
Of course,
When I
you
got
gotta have
real shrimp,
yeah.
yeah, stop playing.
Every time, yeah.
But thinking that it was shrimp, I could see kind of how it could pass. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's getting better at making, and my thing is still the same. If you're gonna make it look and taste like meat, just eat the fucking meat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
You know, to each their own.
Get some of that animal protein.
Hey, so how long have you been doing comedy?
Over 11 and a half years.
Okay. How long is Columbus? Has it all been here or what?
All been in Columbus. I did it like a few times
Mm-hmm.
in college and like right out of college.
Mm-hmm.
But I was, I lived with a lot of my friends those years, so my focus was not comedy. It was
Oh, yeah.
going out with the fellas, having a good time.
Getting fucked up.
Oh yeah.
Paint the scene. How did Ty Moore start? Like
Uh-oh.
what was leading up to you finally doing comedy?
I had spent my first year out of college, not really doing shit.
What were you
except
going
partying.
for?
I went to college for I got a communications degree at Ohio State,
Nice.
and I got a job like a few months after I graduated, and it was my first corporate job,
Mm-hmm.
and I just worked that, and I'd come home, and I'd eat, and I'd smoke weed and watch TV, and that was it.
Was it like related to communication at all, or was it?
The first job I had, not really. I studied, so like my first couple years of college in communications, I studied like more of a strategic side of it, like more business oriented. I took like a stats class, didn't do half bad in it.
Really, in statistics?
Yeah, surprised myself.
Fucked me up. So
Yeah.
I like it, but I was no
I
good
didn't
at it.
I did not like it. Okay.
My last 2 years.
Oh man. Oh yeah. Fuck
So like
that.
basic statistics and application I was good at, but as the quarter back then Ohio State was on quarters.
Mm.
So you learned everything in 10 weeks and then took a final. So I'd say like the first 5 or 6 weeks, I had like a B, but I ended with a C minus because those last few weeks, that's when it started getting real hard.
Yeah, it does.
That's when you had to remember the information from other stats, and then now add all that into these stats.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and it's terrible.
Yeah, easy to get lost in that, dude.
Oh, without that.
So yeah, I did that the first 2-ish years of my college, and then my last 2 years I did more like journalism related stuff.
Mm.
And if I hadn't like failed this one class and then waited till my senior year of college, I only did 4 years. That was when Ohio State switched to semesters. It's bullshit. I only got like 2 months of summer because we got out in June because we started so late, and then the semesters we started in August. So
I mean, 2 months of summer is kind of normal, but
no, you don't get out in June and start in August. You get out in May and start in August, or you get out in June and start in September.
I only think of
what fucking military village did you grow up in?
Oh no, God!
Yeah, you're right.
After Labor Day, stop playing. You kind of get to school around the 28th and 27th.
Yeah. We never went before the 18th, and that would be...
Yeah.
So moving past me being wrong, so you were ending college, working this job.
Yep, took my first year out of college to just party and sit at my house, because I've been working 32 hours and doing 20 credit hours every quarter/semester for like the last 3 years of college, so I was just burnt.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm going to enjoy this shit. And then after 1 year, I was like, boy, I need something to do, man. Otherwise, I'm going to get to 600 pounds.
Yeah.
So I had done comedy, like I said, like once my junior year of college. And then like twice my senior year.
Just at a bar or what?
Scarlet and Gray.
Did you mean to go to that, or it just was happening? Or?
Yeah, so I tried out for the improv team at Ohio State first.
Right.
I figured I'd be better at that.
Right.
And I wasn't. I was awful. I was so bad that we broke for like the weekend, and they were like, "We'll call you at some point over the weekend to tell you if you made it to the second round of auditions or not for Fishbowl Improv." And that audition was on a Thursday afternoon, and they called me Thursday night. I'm like, man, I had to be like first on their list, bro. I was bad. It was so shitty. I was not good. And so after I took that phone call, I think they expected me to like put up like a anger fight or something, because they would like pause as they're telling me like, so we're not gonna have you move on. They're really nice about it, overly nice, I'd say.
Wow, that's like, improv.
Yeah, I was like, all right. I mean, I get it. I was there. I don't think I was very funny either.
Yeah.
And they were like, well, you can always try it again next year. And at that point, I just zoned out. You know.
Improv is a weird beast.
Dude, it's tough. Because, like, I always say the thing with us, you know, stand-ups, we can always, like, if a joke doesn't work, we can just be like, that sucked. Like, the crowd will laugh with us. They'll be like, yeah, that did suck. And now you kind of, like, have this cheap tactic to get them back on your side a little bit.
Yeah.
But, like, when you're doing improv, if your joke's bombing, you just have to write it out. Like, if you're a squirrel that talks like somebody from New York and no one's laughing, you got to do that for 6 minutes still. Like, you can't break character. You just gotta, you just gotta dig the fuck in and have a New York accent, but you're also a squirrel.
Wow.
And everybody's annoyed with you because it's not a good accent.
For a second, I thought you were trying to tell a metaphor.
But
no. I forgot we're talking about improv.
Yeah. Improv everywhere. So after that, I Googled, like, how to get into stand-up, I think, literally. And then they're like, do open mics. And then I was like, nearest open mic to me. And then Scarlet and Gray popped up. Because back then, I think they had this website called Columbus Alive. And they kept it up to date pretty well with, like, all the active open mics and shows and shit. So
a lot of faces that you see today, were they doing it when you first started, or at least in the scene?
Bossy Girl just closed its doors, or is about to. That was like the last of that initial, because like Scarlet and Gray became threes years ago, and then Surly Girl, which I only did once, they closed that bar down and they moved it to Barrel, which then became Fours, and then Fours ceased to exist. We had a bike at Zeno's for a while. That was fun, but that closed down. Well, Zeno's didn't close. They just quit having comedy there. Shrunken Head obviously was the big one. That became Vic Village. So yeah, it was like an entirely different world. And for like, and now that Bossy Girls closed, that's pretty much the end of that.
I never even heard of some of these places you talked about.
I've only heard
Yeah.
of Shrunken Head just from people telling stories.
Yeah.
I never went there though.
Shrunken was awesome. That was I didn't go there when I first started because I used to work Monday nights. I kept a part-time job and I would work Mondays and sometimes Thursdays for a while. And then I switched off Mondays to like Tuesday and Wednesday or some shit so I could do more mics. And I'd say like after my second or third year in comedy, that's when I started coming to Shrunken Head like every Monday. And it was just a lot of fun. You never thought you could have so much fun on a Monday.
Is that why? Is that
Then
why
you're just hammered at 1 a.m. You're like, oh fuck, dude, it's the start of the week.
No, I've never been hammered. I have a lot of fun Tuesday nights, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, but then I leave right after I go on because I don't want to get up. And I be drinking most of the whole time I'm there, so or getting high or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So, but I could dig that, but I never heard of some of these places.
Yeah.
So the scene has changed a lot for you then.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people come and go.
Mm-hmm.
There was so many people that I was like, they're gonna go farther than I ever will, and then they just would quit. Usually because they found something more meaningful, like maybe they fell in love and got married, or found a new career that pays them good money, and they're like, well, if I give my energy to this, I'm less stressed. And I commend them. I for one, more room for me.
Well,
Now that all these comedians that are better than me aren't doing it, I'll take that. It's going to be a downgrade in quality, but we'll have fun,
So, with 11 years of comedy, who nationally do you find to be a good comedian?
Good question. I've worked a few Don't Tell shows over the years, and I got to meet a lot of headliners that may not have like the mainstream success necessarily, but they're killing it. I got to work with this guy out of Colorado named Ben Roy, who's been doing stand-up for over 20 years, and he's written for a bunch of shows. He came out, like, when he headlined the Don't Tell, I bought him up, and, like, on his way up, he stopped, and he's like, starts hugging random audience members, handshaking random just the funniest guy, fake handshaking people, like, and then he gets on stage, and then he's one of those dudes that just has jokes within the jokes.
Yeah.
So for the next 25 to 30 minutes, he's just cracking joke after joke. I haven't seen a lot of people joke like Aaron Berg's another one. I got to open for him, not this past time he came to Columbus, but a few times ago. And he was just another one where it was like joke after joke after joke. And just watching shit like that, you're like, that's another level of not only killing, but like performing.
I thought Mark Norman was like that when he came to the Attic.
That was a good show too.
Like, I don't think there was a minute
he had just dropped,
laughing.
Yeah, and he had just dropped a special maybe 2 months prior. So he was working pretty much all new material, and he still came and just bought thunder.
Yeah, I thought so far he's been, except for, he was funny for the Attic. What I've seen at the Attic.
Yeah.
The funniest person, okay?
Yeah.
And probably the fun, but then, Gary Owens was here and he was killing it like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I would say he's really funny. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I went to Cincinnati or Cleveland or one of them motherfuckers. And we saw like Cat Williams and some other people. I'm not a real Cat Williams fan, but when you can go and sit on the floor, why the fuck wouldn't you? You know what I mean?
Watching a real pro.
Yeah.
Just dig in.
Yeah, and he had a black dude who's coming to the Attic, or he came to the Attic. I can't think of that dude's name. He was on that show with him, and he was really funny. You know what I mean? And The Attic is a what do you call it? Like a B, C, or D comedy club.
Some people would probably call it a B or C. It's an A in my heart, but
Yeah.
my heart doesn't mean shit.
Well, we gonna get
It's
to
not
that.
true.
Yeah.
Your attitude in the attic and everything else. We gonna get to that in just a second.
I
But
think so.
oh yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah. Yeah. People will say what they want, but it's a fun club.
I love
I
it.
don't have a problem with it. You know
Yeah,
what
and
I
we're
mean?
getting some good act coming through there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and constantly, they're having people come through as well instead of not having nobody. You know.
Yeah, and
It has its own vibe, and
there's a lot of fun to be had there. I mean, Mark Gregory's been there a bunch. He's another really solid comic that tours the road like almost nonstop. I'm pretty sure, and he's a real funny dude.
Alright,
It's
so
always a treat when he comes to town.
you get started.
Yeah.
What made you like stay in it? Like, how long did it take before you knew, like, I think I want to do this for a while?
Yeah, so like I said, like I spaced out how often I performed. So like May of 2012 is when I like very first ever did like a stand-up set. And it was I mean, I was like 27th because I didn't know how sign-ups work. So like they had already made a list by the time I got there.
Yeah.
So you're there for 3 hours.
And that was back in the day when like the host would go out and do a smoke break. And that might be a 5-minute smoke break, might be an 8-minute smoke break, So
Yeah.
a couple people going 8 minutes, a couple people going 10 minutes. I'm waiting on my 5. By the time we got to me, there's nobody left. It was sometime between midnight and 1 a.m. And my roommates, they all stuck it out with me though. God bless them. And we just drank Dollar Miller Lights. And I got on stage and blew through all my jokes in 3 minutes. I had one decent joke about morning wood. I said I had a class that was so early I hadn't even had morning wood yet.
That's good.
That was like the only good joke I had. And
I like that.
got off stage in 3 minutes. And at this mic, they would, to attract people, they would book like a headliner. So like the first 10 comics would go do their 5. The headliner would go up, do 15, and then it would be the comics after that.
Yeah.
So this dude, his name's Bob Cook. He unfortunately passed away. Some people did not like him, but he was always good to me. I just caught him in the better parts of his life, or whatever people want to say. But Bob Cook was the headliner that night, and he was like really big at this point. And I blew through my jokes in 3 minutes, and the host was out there doing a smoke break. So I was just like, "Oh, well, that's kind of all I got." And he just goes, "Give it up for this guy." Comes on stage and does like another 5 minutes while the host is smoking, and then the host comes in and is like, "How'd you get up here?" And he's like, "He ran out of jokes." So it was like this whole thing, but I had not seen him for a while after that, and then he came back around and he was like sober and a lot like thinner, and I asked him if he remembered that because it was such an important night to me. He's like, "No."
Right.
he was like, "No, dude, I used to get blackout drunk every time I did comedy."
Wow.
And yeah, but he killed. I mean, he was a really funny joke writer. And yeah, so like I got off stage. So that was like my first time. The next 2 times I bombed both places. One of them was the only time I went to Surly Girl, back when that mic was happening. And I bombed. It was terrible, and it was it was literally the size of your living room right here. If you got 8 people in there, it was like packed.
Yeah.
So it was very unique and very cool, but I did not do well. And then finally, in May of 2014, I went up and I had a decent cover-to-cover like set. Like 4 minutes of good comedy, laughs the whole time, had a decent closer, and I didn't I killed, but looking back on it, I'd be like, that was a decent set.
Yeah.
But in your mind at that point, you're like, whoa.
For what you've done so far.
Yeah, actually, my friends weren't pity laughing.
Yeah.
You know? Like, I knew their pity laughs. But they finally had a set where they didn't pity laugh.
What the fuck?
Yeah, they're like, "Dude, you were actually good this time." And then we went back to my house that I was living with my buddies at, and we had, my friend's, like, sister graduated that weekend. So his mom sent me back with a bunch of cookout food. So we just went back to the house and smoked weed and ate. like ribs, hamburgers, potato salad.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, I want to do this for the rest of my life.
Right.
So that night was the one where I was like, if I'm gonna take this serious, I gotta go at least like once a week.
Yeah.
And then, because like I also didn't want to get burnt out too soon, because that had happened to me with other things in my life where like I love it, I engorge in it, and now I'm sick of it.
Yeah.
So like I kind of dipped my toe into stand up at first, and I was like, look, I got X amount of bombs before I reach any success anyway.
Yeah.
I'll take them as they come.
Yeah.
And sometimes that was 2 mics in a week, and sometimes it was 1 mic in 2 weeks. If I lived in Whitehall at the time and my car was in the shop, like the last year I had it, it was in the shop once a month. Something new, you know, until I burnt it up on the highway.
Yeah.
It's easy to get obsessed with, I think. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Skateboarding, it always reminds me of skateboarding. Like, a lot of people who skateboard, they either, you know, fall the one time and never do it again, or you get obsessed with it. And I feel the same way about comedy.
I tell people that all the time when they're like telling me about like, you know, should I even try this or not? And I'm like, you should absolutely try it, because it's one of the few things in life where like you'll know right away, man, more or less. Like, I'm willing to bet that your first time you ever go on a stage and tell jokes into a microphone, hopefully for 4 to 5 minutes, I'm willing to bet the first time that happens, you're either going to keep coming out or you're going to be like, I never want to fucking feel that way again.
Dude, to be real honest with you,
Yeah.
I was terrified.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, when you thought about it, if you go up there and just do it, it's cool.
Yeah.
If you think about it any,
that was the first. So, like, I remember you came to my mic when you were, like, really early on. And you had good jokes, but, like, you didn't really talk to anybody. Because, of course, that's how we all get in, right?
Yeah.
We're all shy. We don't want to bother anybody.
Yeah.
There are some people that come in and think they're the shit, but they rarely end up lasting. But, like, a lot of us are just like, oh, God, I just don't want to fucking...
You just happened to look at me. You weren't saying that about me. I understand
that. No, you had the perfect amount of self-doubt. Just like the rest of us. You have an unhealthy amount of self-doubt when you came in.
Right.
Just like the rest of us. Which makes it healthy somehow in stand-up.
Well, it's, you know, the self-doubt is the scary part.
I used to feel like I was going to have a stroke.
Oh, yeah. I was like, oh, what the fuck? You know, so I try never to think about it, so I drink.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just, you know, because it's just to do it. And then we don't know anybody. And, like, I didn't know anybody. You know what I mean?
That's how I was when I got in.
Yeah.
This guy, Jameson Rogers, he lives in Atlanta now. He's more of an actor, I think, nowadays. But one of the best joke writers I ever got to come across, and just nice as could be. Shout out to him and Anna, doing well in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Jameson was so funny, and he was so nice, and he wrote one of my favorite jokes I've ever heard. And he it was a throwaway to him, but I'll never forget it. He said, "Do you guys think verbal dyslexia is a thing, or am I just Carsey?" That's still one of my favorite jokes I've ever heard, bro. That's a good joke.
It is
and
a good joke.
He told it like 2 times ever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that joke is fucking gold. That joke is gold, man. I laughed my ass off when I heard him tell it the first time. I might have been the only one.
He's killing me.
That's
this
funny.
Motherfucker put all these dicks in his damn
I know, dude. I tried to get as many cubes as I could.
Too.
I was like, if I'm gonna eat some dick, I see Anna's too.
Yeah, he's an ass. Okay.
My first set ever was at a church talent show.
What?
And I did Yo Mama jokes. I talked about how I named my dog Yo Mama.
I have a friend in Los Angeles. She is so fucking funny. Okay, and she's a comedian. And she made me get on stage one night. Okay, she was like, "You talking all this shit about one of the," and we went to an open mic, and she signed us up. And without knowing it, getting on stage, you can just like fuck it. You know what I mean? Bitch, you ain't finna play me. But when you start thinking about this shit and trying to actually put it together, it's harder than it looks.
Oh yeah. That's my favorite. That was another thing too. Like when I, hosted mics early on, you'd get people that would come up and maybe they'd say like, "Hey, good set to you," as like a way to now talk to you the whole time after the show or whatever. And yeah, there were definitely people that were like, "Man, I think I would kill it up there." And every time I just went, "Sign up."
Fuck him. Give us some dick ice. That motherfucker.
Everybody's been saying ice is a bunch of dicks. They're not lying over here.
Bitch, okay? But when he comes back, I'm gonna be nice again. So you guys don't tell him.
Yeah. Tell Brendan to suck a bowl of dicks.
Yeah, motherfucker. We some real men. We want to fucking ice. Hey, Brendan, how are you doing? What's going on?
Brandon, welcome back.
You don't sound secure about your masculinity.
Why would you bring
sexuality?
That up? That's not what we were talking about. We were talking about comedy.
Yeah. And how much we like you.
Yeah. And now you want to talk that shit sexuality. What is wrong with you? And then you wonder why people think you're because if you don't wonder, I do, and I'm your friend. Okay.
Sam's looking out for you.
No. It reflects on me. That's my whole issue. Okay.
So, did you have to pull in the reins ever when you first started, like on like your drinking or going out or anything?
Yeah, not so much my drinking at that point. I was always a binge drinker.
Here, go ahead. Get some more ice.
Time to get some dick ice. God damn it.
You guys sound very ungrateful.
He won't put no more out until you use all that
Well,
stuff.
I gotta wait for it to freeze up.
You didn't know we were coming. We have this fucking conversation. Never mind.
Well,
I'm sorry.
I have a ball of ice that I have to break, but Nat used the ice and didn't refill it. So.
I don't even want to know what that means, okay?
Dick
ice. You talking about
I put water in a plastic bag and froze it in case I ran out of regular ice for you.
And then guess what? And I can dig that, except for I have a whole bunch of texts that says that I was supposed to pick up Ty, okay, and all kind of, and then there's other shit for, bring me some beer and all kind of other bullshit, but it was never.
No, it was very polite.
Please.
It said, "Will you please bring me Modelo or Stella's?"
Okay, I don't want to lie.
Yeah.
You might have said please. Yeah. Okay, but you didn't say bring no ice, motherfucker. What we talking about?
You have ice.
It's unfortunate, but we do.
Yeah.
Oh, he did say please.
Yeah. And then I gave you a salute as a thank you.
I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to be, but it's like a smiley face doing something. It's a what?
He doesn't listen to anything I say.
That's okay. Yeah, he's checked out of you about 25 minutes ago.
So,
once you bought out the first batch of dick ice.
Yeah. I knew, I was hoping, because when we had, what's his name? Big tall motherfucker, Josh. He brought out the dick ice, and in Josh's case, it's pretty apropos.
Wait, was that Ian?
No, Josh, what's his last name? Stovall?
Yeah.
I like Josh.
Yeah.
So when he brought the dick ice to Josh, I thought, you may as well eat all this because you're a bitch. Okay? But, that's my boy, though, okay? But
Josh is cool.
Yeah, I was going to say I love Josh, but I don't.
Wow.
Because that motherfucker does not return phone calls. Okay, he doesn't return phone calls.
Josh Stovall.
Yeah, you whore. Okay, but anyway, but he's still cool people. He's really cool people. And you sit down and talk to him.
Hey, now I know.
You find out why he's a cool person because he's very genuine.
Yeah. Now I know how racist you are because when I tell you that I love you, you get all weird.
I wouldn't say that.
Say you love Josh.
I didn't say that, did I?
He pulled back.
Yeah.
After reviewing the play.
All I'm saying is, if he doesn't tell you he loves you within the year, racist.
I don't take that. Here's the deal. I think it's weird that you would tell somebody you love them, okay? Because here's the deal.
I tell people I love them.
Okay, black men don't tell each other that they love them out the fucking blue. You got to save my life or some shit, okay? But just because you having a good day, I love you, dude.
Yeah.
You're gay. Right? And
I'm finding out more about myself.
I'm just saying.
You just never know.
I was watching Archie Bunker the other day.
Yeah.
Because he's just a terrible, terrible person.
Yeah, he's hilarious.
He was hilarious.
Hilarious.
He kept calling. He said,
Isn't that an old TV show?
All in the Family.
All in the Family.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. And before he became the chief on the Heat of the Night, he was the most racist dude you ever want to meet.
Yeah.
And the most homophobic dude you ever want to meet. And
all of it.
And this woman, his neighbor's husband cooked, and she didn't. And she was like, You know, yeah, he cooks all the time. He loves it and everything else. And he's just looking at her like, bitch, are you crazy?
Yeah.
And then he's like, well, what's your issue? Do you know your husband's a fag?
Yeah.
Just straight out on national TV and just, that's the way it meant. No, a fag. The fuck, men don't cook. You know what I mean? Oh,
Well,
and it's like, oh, you have to watch it. It's fucking nuts.
It was great. My dad loved that show, and he cooked.
I love that show, and he didn't even like black people.
Yeah. No, him and Mr. Jefferson.
Oh, yeah, they had it the whole time.
He was a
Always.
white guy?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
He was a great actor because he played, like, he was one of the OG, like, pieces. You know how, like, Always Sunny, they're all pieces of shit?
Yes.
He was, like, kind of one of the
inventors, yeah.
Oh, like, God. I'm going to be the piece of shit main character.
Oh, my, and listen. This dude is in the Ten Commandments.
Okay.
The dude that played Archie Bunker. The same dude that played the chief in the He Did a Night TV series.
Yeah.
Okay?
What do you mean? Is that Ten Commandments is a show, I imagine?
The Ten Commandments with Charlton Heston?
Oh.
Get the fuck out of here. No, yeah, and don't ever say that you're even close to a good Catholic.
Hey,
okay?
What's great about our show is we reach diverse demographics of all ages and people.
But everybody who's ever been to church, bitch, has heard of the Ten Commandments. Okay? And however, you didn't watch the Ten Commandments.
I didn't know he knew Moses.
Charlton Heston was in the motherfucker. Okay? Stop playing.
I learned about him. I don't know if I ever watched about him.
Yeah, well, Carol O'Connor was in that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she was Eat It.
Oh, yeah. See? There we go.
Well,
so
cheese, eat it. Like, you know how Family Guy, they start with the song?
Yes.
That was stolen from All in the Family.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Girls
were girls and men were men.
See?
Oh,
dude, and they would sit at the piano and sing. That's how the show started.
Yeah.
Nice.
Those were the days.
We should start doing that.
Yeah, that's what we're going to do. And then, and again, back to the thing I was saying earlier. But here's the thing. He would call people Polacks, and his son-in-law was called a meathead.
Rob Reiner.
Oh, yeah.
Rob Reiner was his son-in-law.
Is this your way of justifying how offensive you are? Is this, I don't
He's trying to for tap.
I have a birth certificate, motherfucker. That's my way of defending.
So you can't expect anything more.
Stop playing. This
doesn't play by the same rules of morality.
Oh, I know. I call it black privilege because he gets away with shit I just couldn't even imagine.
That might be more offensive than anything he said.
I know.
Probably,
I know.
But, you know.
And he says shit like that all the time. And I have to take it because, you know what I mean? My mom would say when you have friends, sometimes you got to put up with shit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I'm
true.
like, otherwise you'll be lonely. And I'm almost ready to be lonely.
You've had enough. You had enough of his cracker bullshit.
Oh my God! You hear some of the shit he says. But
things like, "I'll have more honey with that, please."
What? Some shit that you kind of just look past because he's a moron, but you can't. But you can't, like, if you went to the United Negro College Fund or an all-black church, you couldn't repeat that shit. You know what I mean? Because they'd be like, "Oh, brother, what the fuck is happening here?"
He would look like Forrest Gump in the choir, just not singing.
Which brings me to my next point.
You should see him at my wedding. He was in powder blue. I said,
I look very fly.
He did. We were looking for the Back to the Future look. See, damn shit look like Michael J. Fox and some shit, because I think I wore that shit to the prom.
That's what he did.
Hey, he told me not to wear a certain color, so I had to
powder
do
blue.
it.
I told him not to wear a powder blue tux. I asked him.
I didn't wear a tux.
There's one thing you do in this life for me.
Why would you tell me that so specific though? I wouldn't even thought of that.
Because check this out. Because it was my wedding day, and I didn't want you, as being one of the only, if not the only, Ohio white guy, okay, at the wedding.
You represented all of us.
Yeah, and not well at all. He represented y'all like the water boy.
2 left feet?
Oh, no. Everything else was great. He danced, and he knew how to roll. It was just that powder blue ass. He came legit.
Yeah, the Dumb and Dumber tux.
Came legit, but still. And in every picture, you like surprised that somebody was gonna take a picture of him.
Wait, I still didn't get that picture of of us. Yeah.
Another surprise look that he knew was coming.
You're very rude. That's all I'm saying.
You're hilariously rude. There's a difference.
You know, Todd, I don't appreciate you taking his side.
Being rude and being, at least he's funny when he does it. You gotta admit, he's a hilarious dude.
Just like that dude telling jokes on the Titanic. You don't even understand. This motherfucker here.
Could you imagine if, like, Dangerfield was there instead of the band when the ship was going down?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, it's like my marriage.
I like him.
I love Dangerfield. Yeah. I just, it was like last Saturday, I got home from like all the shows and everything, and I was, I think I was heating up some popcorn, and you know, to pass the time, we all got to be on our phone or some shit.
Right.
So I pulled up Dangerfield on Carson.
Mm-hmm. Oh, dude.
And I was like, he's just insane what he's doing up there.
Oh, the one-liners.
The one-liners, and then he goes to the couch and he has a conversation in one-liner.
Yeah.
Like he's still cracking him even though his set's over.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I watched him make Dom DeLuise fall out of his chair.
Another.
I'm like, bro,
you know,
Dangerfield was lethal.
Dom DeLuise is just a weird dude.
Yeah.
Okay, however, I mean, kind of brilliant to be that weird.
Sure.
And I couldn't believe he wasn't gay. I mean, I still think he is. I mean, he had all them kids, but you know, I just was amazed that this dude was not a homosexual. Okay.
Yeah, the jacket said another life, you know.
Oh my God. I see him on shit all the time, and he's like, yeah, he's gay. It's like, what's that dude, Todd? Todd, the one who just got out of prison. I like him too. He went to jail with his wife. Okay.
I don't know.
Todd Chrisley. They had a show called.
Dude, that's right. They had a tax fraud thing.
Yeah. And he is just like hilarious, but he is.
How long were they in jail?
For like 5 years or 4 years.
Okay.
They're supposed to do longer than that because they was in jail for big time.
Were the Chrisleys like your? Is that your secret white appreciation?
Oh yeah, I love that.
Where you're like, if there's one thing about white people that I'm not going to tell people I like, it's the Chrisleys.
Oh man, and I really admired them all. I did.
You're all in, dude.
Todd is so gay, but he's got such a hot wife. Oh, he got a hot wife. And when I think of a Southern Belle, I either think of that Chrisley lady or Delta Burke.
Are they like the real life Arrested Development or something?
Not Delta Burke. They played with Delta Burke on Designing Women. Who played Julia Sugarbaker. She was like the ultimate fucking Southern Belle woman to me. Okay.
Interesting.
Or that woman, or that Chrisley chick. Okay.
Whenever I think of a woman like that, I think more like Sandra Bullock in The Blind Side.
No. Not even close.
You're right. You lived in the South, so you can.
Yeah, and have you ever seen
Designing
Women? You ever seen that show called Designing Women? It's a whole show.
You watched that show?
Yeah, I did.
After everything you said?
Yeah, well, exactly.
You're starting to see what I watched that show because she is so hot.
Hey, he's talking about this man having all these kids and secretly being gay. And, you know, here we go.
You wish.
So were these Chrisleys like the real life Arrested Development, that show?
I think it was something like that.
Yeah, it was more like a reality bullshit, but it was.
He just likes to see white people go to prison.
I was very happy. And let me just tell you something, just so in case you're wondering. I thought OJ was innocent. Okay.
That's okay.
Okay.
That's fair.
Never went to jail, motherfuckers.
Yeah, did you watch? Are you big on the Kardashians also?
Not really.
Okay.
I thought they was some whores.
I really just wanted to ask you.
Not the same when they're Armenian.
I mean, Handy, here's the thing.
CN calls that diet white.
No. I didn't say that. Okay, but I thought it. You know I don't really like. If you can find all kind of Kardashians if you go to around Dearborn.
Yeah, that's true. I've done comedy up there.
Yeah. And they're all in, like mob type Russian chicks, but they ain't Russians. They're Armenians or whatever they are.
Yeah.
They're hot in a motherfucker. Okay. They're
Pretty
all
sure
fine.
they own the strip clubs around here.
Well, probably.
The Armenian people.
Yes.
That's awesome.
I don't know.
Yeah, I really
Tell
don't
we
care
need
'cause I'm
more
going to
bottomless
strip club.
clubs.
Yeah, I've been in a strip club in a long time. So.
Good for you.
Thank you.
Good for you.
How's it- this
How often you
my-
get
I was gonna say,
Guys like
hasn't been
that.
to a strip club in 2 weeks. Good for
Oh
this
yeah,
guy.
my motherfucking cheapness stops me.
Ah, yeah.
If they give me a blowjob or something, I'd probably go. But just to sit there and watch
Back
you take
in the
your
day,
clothes off,
you mean? You're a married
bitch,
man.
I can go home and do that shit for free.
True.
You know what I mean?
True.
So,
And not get in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know
That's
what I
the
mean?
other thing. I'm a single guy and I love women and I'm a sucker for women. So.
Check this out. Yeah. I
But it
can do
has
that.
been a while since I've been to a strip club.
Really?
I think it's been 2 years, maybe years, close to 4.
See?
I was in Seattle.
See? All right.
Yeah, and I had nothing better to do. I had done all the things. My buddy got married. I was the only single one out of the group. All the married guys went to bed.
Mm-hmm.
There was a Deja Vu like 2 blocks south of my hotel.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to this place called the Whiskey Bar,
Mm-hmm.
and I got drunk there Friday night before the wedding. And then I went to Deja Vu. And then Saturday after the wedding, nobody wanted to go out and drink because we had an 8 a.m. flight.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, well, fuck it. I'm a night creature anyway, being a
Right.
comedian, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I'm used to being up at 11, 12 at night. They're successful married guys or
Yeah.
in serious
11, 12
relationships.
at night.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
I went to the whiskey bar again. I drank whiskey, and then I went to the strip club because the
Wow.
the strip club I went to didn't sell alcohol
Wow.
because it was bottomless.
Really?
Yeah, that's like a thing in America where it's, I don't know. Well, Florida might be exempt, but like most places, it's like if you go to a bottomless and topless strip club, they probably don't allow or sell alcohol. But if they're
From New
covered up
Orleans,
more
Louisiana.
and they have like tassels on and shit, then they probably sell alcohol.
I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana, buddy.
I mean,
I watched a mother sit
For-
on a beer bottle.
yeah,
and,
for a
and then
pair of
drain,
beats.
and drain all of it empty while sitting there drinking, and I slept with her. But
Do they got mermaids at down?
yeah, okay. I'm just saying they get totally naked and you can drink all night long in New Orleans. Okay, you just got to know where to go.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
what I've
and
heard.
the same thing in Florida. I watched a woman takes once I seen her take some pesos and make them red, white, and blue and put them in her pussy and then turn them around and shoot them out. And then
It's amazing.
one woman was shooting out golf balls and she was signing them after you caught her. I was like, holy fuck. Okay.
Tigress wood.
When I slept with that woman in New Orleans, that's when I knew that strip clubs wasn't for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Now, when you can see shit like that for free, I get it. Look, I'm not saying I'm correct. I just know where my vices lay.
Yeah, that's my whole thing. Now, you know, when you're young, you do all kind of stupid ass shit. You know
Well,
what I mean?
it's funny too because
Well, when does it end for you, Sian?
he's still young.
Thank you.
I wasn't
Thanks.
saying you're
My man's
old.
young.
All I'm saying
He's
is,
young right here.
check this out, motherfucker. I did some Quaaludes one time. I left my motherfucking house. I was ended up in Vegas at the Bellagio. Stop playing. I've done some things.
He did the Hangover before the Hangover did the
Dude,
Hangover.
let me just tell you this. They would never allow me on the plane the way I was. I don't even know how the fuck I got to Vegas.
That's
A group of us got on the plane and we went to Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah, I won about $6,000 that weekend because I was in Vegas. I was at Bellagio.
Was that back when you could smoke
poker.
on a plane?
No.
Okay, so
The
not that
fuck
long
you
ago.
think I come from?
I don't know, man, dude.
No.
You used to be able to smoke on planes, I hear. And
Yeah,
they used to have double
but
deckers.
when you do that shit, I see it all the time in black and white movies.
Oh
But
yeah.
I ain't never seen no motherfucking shit in color where you can smoke on a plane.
I mean, I think you could up until like,
like
the
70 something.
70 something, like
For
late
sure.
70s.
Yeah, no, 72.
And then if you had a private plane, it was even longer.
Well, you can smoke on a private plane.
I feel like the pilot usually goes, "Hey, it's not a good idea because we don't want."
And
Smoke floating
that's
around.
why I'm in a private plane, you moron. Turn
Yeah.
the fuck around and fly the plane.
I'd be like, "Yeah, shut up! I came
Oh
here
man,
to
no,
smoke.
I've seen it happen. So
I came here to smoke weed at 10,000 feet."
Yeah, weed and cigars and everything else. They're like it's
Well, think about like
Just open a
Motley
window,
Crue.
you know?
yeah, you can't open no window at 30,000. I've been some places, I've done some things, I've seen how people act. You know what I mean?
I mean, think about Motley Crue's private plane.
Okay, they're smoking weed, doing drugs, shooting up, snorting cocaine.
They absolutely were.
No, the motherfucker I'd like to be on a plane with was Ozzy Osbourne.
Oh my God, you'd be higher than the plane.
I know. I'm just gonna be like, oh.
Yeah, Ozzy would be like, let's snort this glass that I broke in my hand. Rest in peace.
Yeah, I forgot he just passed.
I just listened to a bunch of Ozzy earlier today.
Like what?
I was in the office cranking out spreadsheets. No more tears. And not when the darkness in the
So did you have to cave in and get a job?
Yeah, man. So, you had asked a question too earlier about, like, have I ever been too fucked up to perform? And I'll tell you, it was nice that I sucked for as long as I did because I could do all that dumb shit at open mics.
Right. Flag on the play.
Yeah. Personal foul.
Did you ask that question?
Well, I asked him if he ever had to pull like the reins in, like like when we when I first
reins in. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because when I first started comedy, it felt like a party every night.
And it can feel that way. So for me, it was never really the drinking, which is hilarious because everybody just watched me pour a half and half of Jameson and Coke.
I ain't even pouring no more Coke in my I'm just pouring Jameson.
I'm like, Jameson? Coca-Cola. So I was never much. I mean, like, I'm a binge drinker with my friends on the weekend, but like Monday through Friday, I don't drink too much anyway.
Yeah.
My thing was, thankfully, I was still so shitty as a comic. I wasn't getting booked, so I got to do all this shit at open mics for free. And of that, I mean, I got too high. To do a set a few times.
Really?
Now I still did it, but it was more like. And this is also when I didn't know comedy, so I'm trying to remember every word I wrote.
Yeah.
But then I also just smoked 6 bowls to look cool on the patio.
Yeah.
And now I'm up 18th in the night, and I'm just eating shit to, like, 4 people that are trying to order drinks and close their tab.
Yeah.
And that's, like, when I was like, okay, there is a limit of, like getting high before a show.
Oh yeah,
or getting drunk before a show, and thankfully, like some people really, unfortunately, have to learn that at like the Funny Bone, with like 75 to 475 people, depending on who's in town and who they're performing for. Like some people have to learn that lesson the very hard way. I got lucky that I sucked really bad, and so I'd be on stage and not remembering my next 2 minutes of material, but it was at an open mic when nobody gave a shit except me.
Right.
So I was able to go, yeah, we gotta quit getting fucked up.
I forget to end the jokes a lot. You start one part and you want to finish with the other part. You know what I mean? When I get to the second part of the joke, I'd be like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Some points also just shit.
Yeah, and that can be a challenge, like, but, like, over the years, I've figured my range, so to speak. And what it is more or less is like, depending on when I get to the venue, is how much I'll smoke before the show, because I want to come down.
Are you kidding? Are you bullshitting? Okay, because I've smoked with you.
Well, Two for Tuesdays is a different animal.
Okay.
That's not a material night.
Okay.
We're having a good time. Yeah, okay. Two for Tuesdays is kicking the heels off and letting your hair down, brother. Okay. You're right, though. I am a different person on those nights. It will literally be 7:59, 58. And I'm out there just fucking.
I see the time when it was snowing when we was outside.
Yes, sir. Just me and CN, brother. The only 2 out there in March.
With some G's.
Sleet. Just hitting us, man. Snow, rain, sleet.
Oh, yeah.
And
this other bullshit he was saying.
Yeah, and
some call it a problem. We call it dedication.
We were rotating around each other to get the bowl lit, and finally we figured it out that if I get it rolling, we can then take it from there.
Oh yeah.
And now we can defeat the wind.
Yeah, we had a system.
We did, bro. We fucking figured it out, and we came back in stoned to the gills.
I'm proud of you guys.
And everybody else was like,
stuck together.
We have vapor pens. Like, fuck that. We're going outside. We're gritty.
Yeah, you bitches.
We're like the 85 Bears, bro. We're gritty.
What do you think of Two for Tuesdays?
Love it.
Yeah, it's a good show.
So, the truth be told, man, pre-COVID, a lot of the diehard comedy fans will know this. And if you don't know about it, I recommend you pause this podcast.
Don't pause.
You go to Netflix and you fire up what I'm about to tell you about.
You gonna pause my podcast to go to Netflix,
and then you come
like
back to
they
this
need
podcast.
more advertising. What kind of bullshit?
Telling you, bro. There's this show called Bumpin' Mics.
Yeah.
So there was that show,
Mm-hmm.
and then there was this other show that was on the very short-lived comedy app called CISO. And the show still exists, but it's not televised. But it's Big J's What's Your Fucking Deal?
Mm-hmm.
What's Your Fucking Deal was Big J, a guest host in the crowd with a mic, and then 3 comedians, no prepared material.
Yeah.
And it was hilarious. I watched it on
Okay.
CISO. It had 2 seasons,
Mm-hmm.
and it introduced me to like Aaron Berg and a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought it was so funny how well they worked off the top of the dome.
Yeah.
And then you have Bumping Mics that comes out.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, we need a show like this in Columbus where we can showcase how funny these comedians are. Because, like, all I was seeing at that point pre-COVID, because we didn't have an attic, so, like, I'm at open mics, and I'm watching some of the best comedians
Yeah.
at 12:30 at night sometimes abandon material and make a crowd laugh at 12:30 on a now Thursday morning.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm like, we need like a Bumping Mics crowd work type show, but at that time we just didn't have the organization. Well, thankfully, when the Attic came about, Henry Allen, Jason Banks were able to dedicate their time to the initial conception of Two for Tuesdays.
Mm-hmm.
And then we just have been running from there. And it's just like, this is what I and I'm not saying like I thought of this so I should get credit. I'm saying I thought of it and I didn't fucking act on it.
Yeah, well.
It was what I wanted. I had no idea how to attain it.
Yeah.
Fast forward 4 years, now we've got it, and we're
Yeah.
fucking golden. 6 years, whatever.
Yeah.
And I just now that you've unpaused it, come back. Now that you've watched Bumping Mics, and yeah, that's what we get to do every Tuesday.
See, this is why I say don't do drugs, children. Because this motherfucker is talking crazy. How about unpause some shit?
But that's the truth, man. It's like I love that those things got to pave the way for what is now Two for Tuesdays, and we have such a good thing going every Tuesday.
I know, it's pretty cool.
And it's great too because you get your 2 first.
Yeah.
But every now and then you'll get somebody who goes up as a solo act and does their thing.
Yeah.
And then the host is also solo, and it's just a really fun night.
I think so. I think
it's nice to just kick, like I said.
You don't have to think.
No
really.
material.
Yeah.
That's why, again, like I'm smoking up till the minute I go on. Let's have some fucking fun.
Yeah, that's the whole
Tuesday.
thing. And I think that we have reoccurring fans.
Yeah,
come to
sure. There's been a handful. There's a collective of about 12 of them now that are there damn near every Tuesday.
Yeah. And it's kind of fun because you do get the bullshit. You know what I mean? You jack up, and if you fucking bomb, it's not an open mic. Okay.
It's not your material.
Yeah.
You just need to get better at crowd work.
Yeah.
And if you want to do that, keep coming to Twofer.
Yeah, and that's the whole thing about it because again, when you're at an open mic, you may not have a crowd. You may just have comedians.
True.
And then too, you do get pumped up because there's at least a couple of people all the time. It's like 20 or 30 people all the time. So it helps you get better at crowd work because it's not like just 2 or 3 people.
Yeah, no, that's the thing too. Like, we have a decent crowd every Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to burn your material. You can just show people how funny you are in the moment.
Yeah.
You got any more ice?
Yeah, I'll get you some.
Non-penis,
Yeah.
non-phallic ice.
Well, no
more.
promises, but
Yeah, okay, so that means you got more of that bullshit.
You've been doing this, long enough now to where, how do you have to ever remind yourself of like, how do I want to ask this? Like, how do you set yourself up to like, okay, this is an opportunity, or this is just because, I mean, you could say that Two for Tuesdays is just what, you could go in higher or whatever, but really sometimes that could be a real opportunity, if you have a packed room or something. Do you ever got to remind yourself like, hey, yeah, I've been doing this a while, but this is kind of a time to shine.
Yeah. And so going back to the weed thing from like that I got to learn how not to be an idiot at an open mic.
Yeah.
I found like place, and that is again 2 for Tuesdays, and maybe a few other shows are the exception.
Yeah.
My place is like, depending on how soon I get to the venue is how high I'll get, because I like to come down just a little too.
Yeah.
And like be level, because here's the thing about me smoking weed before a show.
I'm sure not every time you smoke you get blitz.
Of course not. No, there's plenty of shows where I've done like one hit. Like I opened for Joe DeRosa.
Weed's all different.
And I
too.
smoked 2 hits out of my bowl an hour before I went up.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I need to be as sharp as I can. But also, the thing about me smoking weed before I go up, it's not so much that I'm like scared without it. It's more that the best way that I can do comedy is to remember that it's fucking comedy.
Yeah, it's fun.
And that's so hard in today's age.
Oh,
because everybody's all about follower count.
Yeah.
What kind of clips do you have? Send me this clip. Have you played this club? Have you applied to this agency? Whatever. And I'm not saying it's awful, but for a guy like me, I need to be reminded that this is the root of what I love about all this hoopla is making people laugh.
Yeah.
And when I'm a little stoned, it just reminds me of like being with the boys in the garage.
Well, that's kind of who you are. It's like,
you know, I want you all to feel like we're hanging out in a garage. Like,
yeah.
I know this is sometimes an extravagant venue.
Yeah.
You know, I played in some incredible places, and you know, like old theaters that have a lot of history to them, clubs that are, you know, several decades old. But I've also played bar rooms. And the thing about it is, like, I'll play anywhere, anytime, but one thing that I want to be consistent is wherever the fuck I'm at, I want to make sure we are having fun.
100%.
And, like, being a little stoned kind of just reminds me of, like, look, dude, I know that you're staking a lot by going for this dream, so to speak. But this dream wouldn't exist if you didn't make people laugh in 3rd grade by farting on a plastic chair. You know the reverberations you can get off those things?
That's good.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that's the thing about it. And then denying that you farted.
And then you thought that ADHD came from nowhere.
If you hung around my farts from 1998 to 2007, you may be entitled to compensation.
All right, so you being the OG comedian in the room, right? Okay, me and Brendan is just starting out, so we would like you to give us some advice, not to us just yet. Okay, Brendan is back out the room, so we're gonna talk about how fucked up he is as a person.
He is a fucked up human.
I mean, I'm just saying, he's got a hairline that fucking porcupine would be pissed off at. Okay, but I'm just saying. And he's got a personality that a rhinoceros would be like, bitch, you crazy.
He's got the hairline of a stressed porcupine.
But he's a wonderful person. Okay, so
He did let us in his home.
well,
I
that's
was
not
allowed
going
to take a pee here.
on. Oh yeah, so he let him pee. Okay, so he's a wonderful person. So ladies, before somebody else gets him, he could be your man. Okay.
Remind Brendan that he's not gay.
Yes, please. Please. And listen.
Because Cian's been telling him he's gay for 24 months.
Ladies, remind me his punk ass ain't gay either. So come some fine. I don't want no ugly days. And no fat girls. No chubbos, okay?
If you're a fat girl, though, what's up?
Okay.
How you
Okay,
doing?
yeah. Okay, so, you know, hey, some people don't discriminate. I ain't mad, but you know, if you had a fat girl and Brendan weighs like
That's
100 pounds, y'all look like
true.
the number 10 walking down the street. You know we can't have that. Okay?
Yeah, that's
you know
true.
What I mean?
Walk with me will be
Yeah.
a 0-0.
Oh, yeah. If I stand next to y'all look like number 100.
Stand next to me and we're an 88, baby. Me and my baby.
Okay, see? That's the type of shit you hear from a man that's not gay. But the man that's about to come back in here and bring us these dick ice, well, you never know. Okay, so I'm saying, ladies, you can have one too.
Cian's now opening the pool to me too.
Yeah, oh my God. Look, we have 2 stallions. You know? So
That's
take your pick.
Bro, I'm a show pony, no doubt. At best.
Okay.
I gotta go break this ice ball. See,
Let me ask you a
this is what I was talking
What
about.
the fuck is this?
Water.
Okay, it was water.
He's proud too. He didn't even pour the shit out he wanted to show us. Here, take some ice.
Bro, at this point, I might as well just do this.
Oh, good. I managed. No, stop. Don't waste our shit by putting water in it.
Oh, just a little cut here. I'll
That's
do
like five motherfucking generations of my family just turned over in their grave.
Hey, if he's not gonna
Okay, get rid of the water.
It's too late now.
It's too late. Brendan's got an idea.
Where's the paper towel? These are somewhere.
Today is a paper towel day, bro.
Even Brendan looks like a paper towel guy, right? I know
I've never
there's some fucking word.
been
Yeah, dude. You've heard of brawny. That's scrawny.
I've heard of a lot of insults, but a paper towel guy, I've never thought that would hurt
Yeah,
someone.
scrawny.
Scrawny paper towels. You need half a roll to get 2 cubes off the fucking
man,
table.
Fuck, oh yeah. You know these motherfuckers came from the dollar store. His ass
Can I just say how much I appreciate you guys being here?
Well,
We love you, Brendan. We just gotta crack
I
a
think
joke.
love is too strong a word.
We
Okay?
gotta crack jokes on you, Brendan. You got a fucking filing cabinet in your living room.
And besides, your punk ass wasn't even in here. You don't know what we were
I
saying.
didn't know we were doing a
Yeah.
podcast at Brendan Ridge
Yeah.
and Associates.
Yeah.
Tax accountant.
First of all, how
He's
the
got a
fuck
fucking
do
filing cabinet.
Oh, okay.
I know. Well,
That's wild. Actually, that's very adult of you.
Thank you.
I have plastic drawers. that I
Yeah,
keep my
and now
W2s
people
in.
I
use.
painted it myself.
Right here, now people have a computer, so they don't have to fuck with those
Yeah, that's true.
files. But I'm just
That's
saying,
true.
hard copies and stuff.
You guys wouldn't understand. I'm very sophisticated.
You are. I'll give you that. You are drinking
And again,
Modelo.
ladies,
You're
he
drinking.
can be yours for just any fucking thing. We just
Brendan
want to say
gives
what
a
it
good
takes
hug.
to you.
What?
He gives a good hug.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, again, ladies, that is not true.
That's not a CN statement. I'll make sure my man stays away from that. But if
Oh,
you're
my God.
asking me,
Yeah.
Brendan can give you a good hug, ladies.
See, this is why I say the shit I say. Okay.
This is why CN has to step out
Oh,
every
my God.
20 minutes.
Ty, tell us about your dating life. How's it been out here in the streets?
That's not what
Dating
I
life.
Okay, yeah, that's the question. But we're going back to my question after that.
What was your question again?
Okay, as being an OG comedian, right?
Yeah.
In Columbus, okay?
Yeah.
What advice would you give the Brendan, and then what advice would you give for me? Because we've both been in for like 2 years.
Yep.
So we haven't been in it as long. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And we both had some sort of success.
Yep.
Okay? But,
Sure.
we're still not,
It's
So,
very interesting
Mhm.
to give advice to you specifically because I feel like life advice is so much greater than comedy advice. But what I would tell both of you is,
Motherfucker, I got 2 homes, 5 cars,
Yeah.
and 18 grandkids. What the
yes,
fuck?
that's what I'm
But when
saying.
it
I
comes to
can't tell you
comedy,
shit
you-
about anything. I
But
feel.
life you can't. But when it comes to comedy, you are so funny.
Thank
And
you.
you've been doing it for so long. And I'm telling you, you're one of my favorite comedians. I
Thank
say
you,
shit all the
man.
time. I call you Young Santa Claus.
Yeah, you do. And then you said you're one of the few people, especially for as how young in the game that you are. You're one of the few people that says I love following you.
Oh, yeah.
So I want to actually compliment you on
Thank
that
you.
because you see,
It's a great
and this
time,
isn't
man.
me pumping my tires. This is
Mhm.
me just stating a fact.
Yeah.
Seeing you see the beauty of if I go up before you and I crush.
Yeah.
That crowd is the easiest thing you'll ever
Oh, yeah.
work.
Oh, yeah. Every time.
I mean, yes, you have to follow me, but
Yeah.
you have good jokes.
Yeah.
Tell them.
Yo.
So that's
You
like
need to
my
ride that
advice.
wave, yeah.
My advice to younger comics is
Mhm.
like, when the moment is there, believe in your material because, CN might have 2 years of comedy material,
Mhm.
but I just went in there and whipped that crowd to a frenzy.
Exactly right.
And
Yeah.
now you could go up there and say booger fart,
Yeah.
and they'd be like, "Oh, that's the greatest thing I've ever heard."
People
And,
get
and I know that because here's how I learned it.
Mhm.
I was blessed that when I would go to Shrunken Head,
Mhm.
the great Jason Banks
Mhm.
was still occasionally working material at Mike's. By the time I was like worthy enough to not just be put like late in the lineup all the time. Now I will say Nick Glasser, great host, taught me a lot. It was always said that he would do the number generator app. Where you could just go to an app and you put give
it
me a
puts you in
random
order
number
or whatever.
between 1 and 36, and then he would just go down the list that way.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like he didn't always 100% do that because sometimes he really set a fucking lineup that was good.
Yeah.
So if it was the random number generator, then we'll have to look into that conspiracy. But I'm choosing to believe that there were some nights where Nick Glasser used his head and put together a great lineup. Because he was another smart fucking comic who like knew how to get a crowd to pay attention. Nick Glasser was the original guy that I could watch keep a crowd silent for 3.5 minutes, and then at that 3:45 mark, blow them up because they've just been hanging on every word that he said. But anyway, back to my point. Nick, there was like a time period where anytime Banks, maybe like 4 times in a row that Banks would happen to show up at Shrunken, I would be a comedian, maybe 2 after him. And so he goes up, he murders.
Yeah.
And now it's like, don't fuck the show up.
Yeah.
Really?
So I would go up there and be like, all right, it's time to bring it. However, this crowd has proven they can laugh. Let's do the shit that I know makes people laugh. And it teaches you how to ride that wave kind of thing.
You know,
so the way that you approach following me sometimes, I really appreciate. Because I was taught at a young age how to appreciate following a good comic.
Some people don't like following you because you're so wild and you're so fucking crazy. And I'm like, you're stupid because the crowd is always fucking ready to laugh and they're happy. So you know what I mean? Yeah. So how can you fuck up? You know what I mean?
Sometimes you do have to remind yourself that even if they look a little intimidating, the crowd is usually rooting for you.
Yeah.
Think about it. When you go to a comedy show, you do want to laugh, right?
Yeah, yeah.
We just forget because we're the ones performing.
Yeah, we were very hard on ourselves.
Exactly.
Well, and we're surrounded by other comedians.
Yeah.
And when you're surrounded by people that are also involved in, you know...
Yeah.
And they're dicks. Okay, because a lot of these people out here are just totally dicks. I enjoy people, okay?
Same here.
I'm a motherfucking safety man, okay? I got into comedy because I was bored, okay?
Yeah.
Well, I was sitting
I'm
in
glad
a
you did.
hotel, okay? So when I come out, I'm never fucked up to people who ain't fucked up to me. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I mean, me and Neff is cool now.
I beg to differ,
stop playing. In the very beginning, he called me a comic, and he looked at me like he was disinterested. I don't know what he was doing, but it pissed me the fuck off, okay? So when we'd come in the room, I wouldn't even speak to him. I speak to everybody else in the room but him. Okay, so now, and he's one of my biggest supporters now. Okay, but back then, you know, I'm just not fake. I ain't trying to be fake. I don't want to be fake. I don't give a fuck, okay?
Right.
Because unless I get like a good deal, I make way more going to work 40 hours than most people do, working 60, okay? So,
and you earn that shit.
Yeah, I was going out there because I'm a salesman, okay? You know what I mean? But
you're certified.
When you come out to do comedy, though, it's funny because to me, it's like I have a rule and I say it all the time. Let's leave it on the stage.
Oh, yeah, that's one thing that you got to learn, too. So I would suggest you keep doing that and you figure that out because you've done it before and I know you can do it again.
Yeah.
Leave all that, say those jokes because whether they land or not, at least you know you threw it out there.
Yeah.
So that's what I would say, too, is just be fearless in what you're doing on stage and then pick up the pieces after because...
Yeah, it sucks.
I bombed confidently and I bombed without confidence, and bombing confidently every time is the way to go.
Let me tell you something. I said I didn't bomb before, and I bombed so fucking bad. And it just haunts me because when you bomb, it does haunt you.
There is also something to do with pride.
Yeah.
Where I think early on, especially if you have a few good sets, you'll say things like, "Man, it's been a while since I bombed. I actually don't know if I've ever bombed."
Oh.
But the truth of the matter is, man, we've all eaten shit.
Man, I bombed so bad one night that I was trying to hit on a gay dude.
You're like, I need to win.
Dude, I gotta save my set. You know what I mean? It was just so bad. But, you know what I mean? And at that point...
You ever have dick ice?
It was fucked up, cause... And here's the thing. We've all been there. Okay, but when you're there as a comedian,
some more than others.
Well, you know that's true. But when you're there as a comedian, there's something to gain from that too.
There is, man. You know? If you look at it correctly.
Yeah.
If you look at a bomb in a sense of like, yes, I obviously never want to do that again.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
But also, what went right?
Yeah.
Did anything go right? Because I'll be honest, more often than not, even within a bomb, you probably did a few things right.
Yeah.
I mean, very rarely do you ever get on stage,
And
never get a laugh, and then get booed off or some shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's always a little chuckle.
Yeah.
Like, that was another thing that I think kept me going in, like, the harder times as I would go out more and bomb more early on was, man, I started strong. Yeah. You know, and I figured out early on that obviously the hack to that is, like, hey, crowd, give it up for yourselves. What a lovely crowd. You know, sorry to bring down the sex appeal. I know I look like the Honeycomb Cheerios mascot or whatever, you know what I mean? The Honeycomb mascot if he fucked Roseanne, you know, or whatever I'd say. And then I'd be like, so then I bought a computer one time, and then that's when I'd lose them. But, like, I would learn, like, all right, I'm starting well, how do I keep them? And then you learn how to keep them, and then you learn how to keep them more.
I don't know about y'all, but I feel the most present when it's crickets in the room. It's like...
I don't fucking feel that way at all.
When I'm doing good, it's almost like it goes so quick. It's like
always, anytime you're killing, it's never it never feels like forever.
Yeah.
Because I've had good 30-minute sets.
Yeah, it's great.
And I'm like, you sure I did 30? And they're like, you did 38.
Okay, hold on, wait a second. Before I forget this, because I always want to say this.
Of course.
Every motherfucking podcast that we have. There's one, I still hate you, Joey Lee, you faggot motherfucker.
Oh my gosh.
Just saying. Okay, I just want to make sure I did respectfully. Yeah, whatever, you bitch. Okay, you are fucking hacked. Okay, I just want to make sure that I'm consistent.
We are not held responsible for the things that come out of CN's mouth.
Okay, you are a fucking moron.
I just have to say that for legal purposes.
Okay, and also to be totally fair, okay, since I said such a fucked up thing about a person who so deserved it. Okay, you know, one of the biggest presents that I felt in comedy in Columbus has been Xavier.
Yeah, he's also like a professional performer.
Yeah.
You know, he's got like a career in like animation and voiceovers and shit. He also has a mic every Tuesday night.
Yeah, I never get
that
to go
has 25 to 35 people on it pretty consistently from what I hear.
Oh, and check this out.
Obviously, I'm at Tuesday, but if you're not going to Tuesday, go to Fives.
Yeah, without a doubt, Fives is a great show. Xavier is a great person. And to be all...
It's also a really fun room.
You don't gotta lie about him. Graveyard.
Graveyard.
Let me just say this. First of all, Sister Lou was the first person to ever put me on stage in Columbus, okay?
God bless Sister Lou.
So
I've toured with Sister Lou.
Yeah, I really
love her.
I'm so... Because I'd be so busy at work and everything else, I can only do Tuesdays, okay? Because I go out of town every weekend because I have family other places and everything. So I'm only here a couple of days a week, and I'm working, and then but, you know, I'd love to be able to go back to Sister Lou's show, and also to give Xavier, you know, because I think I'm pretty funny. And one of the persons that first kind of catered to me was Xavier, okay?
That's cool.
You know, he put other, you know, if you ain't funny, he'll try to pull you fast, okay?
Yeah, I've seen him let some people.
Yeah, and I've seen
whether that's fair or not, I don't know, but it's his show.
Yeah, that's right. And I've seen him come up and turn the timer off and go outside.
Yep, and also you can always get better.
Yeah, oh yeah. And
so if Xavier pulls you early, don't get mad at Xavier, get better.
Oh yeah, and that's number one. And he ain't never pulled me early. He's giving me extra time and shit. But he's also, when I've annoyed, that's what I say, when I've annoyed him, it made me sit there while people roasted my ass. Okay. Oh my God.
I tell you.
And also, I know Xavier's definitely bought you up with a 7-minute introduction. That's how you know Xavier, man.
Oh yeah, good guy. But he did roast the shit out of me. Them motherfuckers climbed my ass that night.
Yeah. I felt like people were really anticipating this roasting you. I mean, TJ, I almost felt like
he wrote that shit later.
Oh, that dad?
Yeah. Oh my God!
I miss him.
Oh yeah,
I miss TJ Gadd. Yeah, he's trying to get his life together.
He's a very good guy.
He's a good guy.
He is. He's tremendous.
Yeah, and
good left tackle.
Yeah, and
you know what I mean, like solid guy.
Yeah, and every time I've ever seen him, he is nice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
I always was like, I don't know why this kid likes
me. Except that night,
I said this dude
clown me.
TJ Gadd. I'm like, this guy could beat the shit out of me.
No.
And he's always been nice to me.
Yeah.
What I like about
He's a sweetheart of a kid.
Oh, yeah.
he's
really
he's a very like witty comic, you know. And
Yeah,
it's
he's a fucking moron because he clowned the shit out. He called me old and everything.
TJ Gadd is a smart ass, but he's also self-deprecating.
And let me just say this. Everything he said while I was fucked up was funny than a motherfucker, okay?
He is a
I
funny
mean,
dude.
he lit into my ass. And
I miss TJ Gadd. I wish
Yeah.
he came out more.
Yeah.
I will
He's a
say
good
that.
guy. He's a good
I will
guy.
say that.
Okay. And, but yeah, so Xavier's right.
How you like that Titanic ice there?
Yeah.
That iceberg.
Some bullshit. If I wasn't an alcoholic, I'd have something to say about all this. Yeah.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
But anyway.
That's how you know I'm taking another lift home.
No, because
You almost tried to pour that without the cap off.
Yeah,
And I've
yeah.
been there.
I heard that.
Like I
But
said,
my
I'm a
daddy
binge
always
drinker.
said, oh, no, I'm not
You
drinking.
guys got me in a fucking wild spot, dude. I don't
Okay.
normally get hammered.
Oh, dude, ain't nobody force you to drink this shit.
No.
You keep tipping that motherfucker.
You're right. You're right. This is all me.
I be going to work in
But
the
I
morning.
love hanging with the fellas.
Yeah, I'll be going to work
That's
in
what
the
it's all
morning
about,
talking about them motherfuckers.
It is all about talking shit and kicking it with the boys.
Oh, yeah, that's the way it's supposed to be.
Absolutely.
Okay, but let me just ask you another question.
Yeah, sure.
So we talked about
My advice to you, man,
Yeah,
would
what,
be
please?
to fucking keep believing in yourself
Mm-hmm.
and keep having fun when you go on stage.
Okay.
Seriously,
Yeah.
because when you're up there cutting it up
Yeah.
and you got your mixer
Yeah.
on the stool,
Yeah.
you're very funny.
Thank you.
I mean, you're
really
very funny,
appreciate
I think, regardless. But
Uh-huh.
like, I've had the luck
it.
to get to know you in your best element.
Yeah.
And I think your best element is you with a mixer in your hand and a microphone in the other,
Mm-hmm.
and you're just talking shit. Man, you're very funny.
Thank you.
Like, people don't know how, sometimes I think, to work with you on two
Yeah.
for...
Yeah, it's kind of rough some of the
I
time.
think they just got to tee you up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, this is the way I see it. You two both are very dominant on two,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So what I tell people is you just have to support the role, right?
Yeah.
If you feel like you don't have a chance to talk or something, then see what your partner. You got to work together with your partner. That's what it's about.
Yeah.
And it's like if they're killing it, how do you contribute in a
How do
way
you
that
find
just
your way?
fucking
Yeah.
like it's not about shutting them up to hear yourself. It's like, hey, they're making it work. How do you
And
aid it?
I've seen people
Yeah.
stand next to you and was like just holding the mic.
And I do feel bad when that happens.
I do too.
But I'm like, I'm just a tornado. But I will say though, I am trying to like learn that balance myself
Yeah,
as well.
Yeah, yeah.
And
'Cause I
there was
see-
a Tuesday recently where I let Jules Wagner,
Yeah.
who's a common partner I go up with,
Yeah.
a very funny comedian herself,
Yes.
and she had a really funny story from the week prior, and we found our way into that. And I was like, actually, Jules, why don't you just take it from here? And she told that story really well. She had already told it a few times, at other mics and shit like that. But this time, just the way we stumbled into it as a
Yeah.
team, and then I'm not saying I called it, but I'm just saying I could feel the crowd, and I could feel where they were going. And I was like, actually, I think if Jules tells this story as funny as I think she can, they're gonna eat it up, and she
Yeah.
did. And she riffed for like the next 2.5, 3 minutes about this situation that happened at an open mic her and I were together at, and it killed. And I was
Okay,
like,
first
I've
off-
been quiet for about 2.5 minutes, which I never am, but
Okay,
I
let me
didn't
add
know
some
I could do
she had the crowd rolling.
Let me add some context to the story.
Yeah.
Jules Wagner is a very funny person. I love her. She's a little skinny broad.
Yeah.
Okay, that although she's a homosexual, this motherfucker's in love with her. Okay, he's you know what I mean. She's open with it. She tells one of the funniest jokes about Peg and her ex-boyfriend, and when they both realized they were gay.
Yeah.
I'm thinking when you sticking me with the dick in my ass, I'm probably gay.
Yeah.
But however, they just figured it out, and it's so funny. I had to tell my mom.
Jules is so funny.
Oh,
I love working with
Oh, yeah.
Jules. I'm glad you shouted her out
Oh, yeah.
because man, I feel the same way.
No, she's so
And
funny.
we get to go on twofers a
With
lot.
her little weird ass.
Yeah,
Okay.
and that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, pretty much what happened was she got hit on by a straight guy who was in college.
Mm.
And the last thing you said to her was, "Let me know if anything changes." And that's all I'm gonna say. And you need to go see Jules Wagner if you want to hear the rest of the story because she'll tell it great. And like I said, as much as I am a chatterbox, I was 11 and a half years in. You figure things out. I'm like, Jules will have this crowd.
Right.
Yeah.
Once you started telling that story, I'm like, I don't even mind taking a backseat because now I'm a fan.
Yeah.
Like I get to enjoy Jules.
Yeah.
And that's something I do when I'm not on stage with Jules. And she just killed it.
Do you think, obviously you want to do comedy, you want to do good, but do you think part of that, too, is, you feel a responsibility to do good or to put on a show for people?
Yes.
It's it's not just, you taking over. It's kind of you're going to make sure that the best possible outcome is
whatever it is.
Yeah.
I'm going to call the play that's going to get us yards.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Every time.
That's the way I see it.
Sometimes it is me keeping it and going around the edge.
Shutting the fuck up. And
sometimes it's me handing it off.
Or doing that motherfucking... I think... I don't give a fuck, but I think that Donald Trump shit is so fucking funny. It should just... Sometimes you just fucking lose me with that shit. I'll be like, oh my God. And then my thing is, how can a motherfucker not enjoy going on after you? Okay, that's my... Especially on Tuesday.
Dude, that's my favorite is when you talk about that because, like I said, bro, that is a thing that if you can learn as a young comic to not be so terrified after someone kills, like believe in
ride
your
the
jokes.
wave, and take it out. I've seen, and I know that I shouldn't say this, but fuck it. I've seen like Jay Wiley. I got on stage one night, and Jay Wiley came on after me, and some of these jokes are older. Okay, and I had a good time, so he rode the wave, okay, until about halfway, then it kind of died. But he understood the assignment, you know what I mean? And then when I watched that happen, then I understood the assignment, you know what I mean? That's
And like I said, that was me watching Jason Banks,
Yeah.
being like, hey, dude, it's not so much that you have to take what he did and necessarily do better. It's more he's got them now. He just woke this crowd that was dead.
Yeah, now they're laughing.
Up.
Yeah, now they're laughing.
Yeah, so go tell your jokes.
Yeah.
And then if those don't work, then go to your backup plans or whatever.
Yeah.
But there's a good chance your jokes are going to work because now, for whatever reason, this crowd knows they're in a comedy show.
Yes. And when I saw him do that, okay, I was like, okay, I can do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can follow somebody else and with the bullshit that I do and just you ride the wave. You know what I mean?
And there was and I think the other thing was there was just also when I was coming up there was a lot of comics like that.
Yeah.
Whereas obviously we all looked up to Banks, but then you had a Kenny Mock on the same open mic sometimes, Bobby Dodds, Nick Glasser just as a host in general.
Yeah.
Henry Allen, even when he was a year and a half in sometimes. Dan Seabury when Dan was coming in from Dayton to hit our mics sometimes. Blake, Rand, all those guys.
All these people, I have no idea who they are.
Oh, I just named off some Dayton and Cincy comics, but dude, the Dayton and Cincy and Cleveland talents that have come here too.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're gonna follow somebody like, oh hey, he's from Cleveland, and then you watch him go on stage and you're like, oh. This guy, no wonder he's hosting at Hilarities every weekend. Wow, he just blew everyone away, and I got to go up after him.
Yeah.
And, you learn, it's like, hey, dude, he just whipped the crowd to a frenzy. You got some funny jokes.
Yeah.
Go tell them and reward yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Because open mics are already a fight enough as they are, so when the easy nights happen...
I don't like to do them.
Yeah, I get it.
Because it's hard.
It's a necessary evil, but...
Oh, without a doubt, but it's hard.
There were nights when we had that mic at Zeno's back in the day that we'd get a crowd. Usually we'd have a crowd of 4 if we were lucky.
Mm.
But every now and then you get a crowd of 27 on a Thursday night in that basement. And all the older comics will tell our dumbasses, they'd be like, no new stuff tonight. Do what you know is good. Because we wanted to keep the crowd there.
Yeah.
And we all were like, yeah, no, that's going to make for the best night of comedy. And then so, comics 1 through 30 all have a good audience. Some do well. Most do well. and then some maybe don't or whatever. But it's we have a good night. And
You've been on at the hashtag where it was 12:30, 1 o'clock, and nobody was there.
Yep.
When they had a good crowd in the beginning.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah, and that's the weird thing too about like hosting an open mic.
Yeah.
Cause
You never let's just go.
oh, thanks, buddy.
Okay, because I'm pretty much all liquor at this point. And since I'm from the country, to be real honest with you, if I was gonna get so drunk I couldn't drive, we need 3 of those. Okay, we're real.
Well, I
alcoholics.
believe you if you're the one taking me home. I
Not a
believe
problem.
You.
We're real alcoholics where I come from. We're not all rednecks. Some of us are purple. But we're the same shit.
My father, I watched him drink like 18 Budweisers and drive me home routinely.
Oh, good.
Back in the day.
You saw the music I was listening to
Oh,
when you got in the car.
I was actually gonna say, if you don't mind, we can cut this. But if you don't mind me asking, what year were you born?
1961.
My mom was 61. My dad was 56.
Cool.
How old are you?
So I love that music.
Yeah, that's fine.
1990. So 35, just turned 35 in September.
Oh, nice.
Yep, absolutely.
And for you motherfuckers that can't count, that make me 64.
Every time you tell your age, I feel like it's a different number. But did you
First
ever?
of all, first of all.
Also, Sam, you can never tell me the truth if you want.
First of all, let me just tell both of you motherfuckers. That's why y'all single and I got a woman.
That's true.
Look, off the internet.
Yeah, that's true. Look at you. And breaking the glass ceiling.
There was some weird shit.
With fake hips.
I met a whole bunch of women on the internet.
Blessing from
And all
the
them
Lord.
hoes be lying.
I've had some great women on the internet. I've been lucky, though.
I've
really.
had no success.
You know what it is, man? I don't have a lot. So,
Yeah.
like, when they do come through, they're usually pretty solid.
Yeah, I got you.
I've had some solid women in my
Yeah.
life.
No, I mean,
Shout out to all the women that have been in my life.
Yeah, me too. I gotta say that.
Yeah.
I've had some really solid.
It's been a
women.
long time, but
Sure.
shout
Yeah.
out to them.
The ones that still stay my
one,
friend.
That one he had. Okay.
The ones that still stay my friend even though I premature ejaculated 7 times.
Wow.
But hey, who's
I never
counting?
met a bitch like that. First of all, for the time out.
That's how you know I'm a personality fuck.
First time on flag on the play. Okay, so have you ever ejaculated 7 times in one woman prematurely?
I'm not.
Okay.
We're not good. No. Have you
The
ever?
answer was no, motherfucker.
What the
Well, it wasn't
Let
on
me
one
say
woman.
that.
I'm just saying I've done a lot.
I've never seen nobody single for 13 years and a motherfucker 27. So that
I've never really had a girlfriend.
Yeah, and guess who else has
I used to have a bunch. I don't know what happened.
I always tell women they'll find better, and they usually do.
Okay, but he has a degree.
He does.
He is a carpenter.
He's
What-
in the
hey,
He has
army.
his own business.
He's in the
army. You know what I mean?
I'm just a shithead comic.
Yeah, and you're fucking.
Yeah, right.
Like Miko. Okay, him and Miko are not friends. Okay, hey Miko, what's going on?
Me and Miko are the
they
same
might
guy.
say, oh no, you're
No,
not.
Me and Miko love a good joke and a fat ass. What can we say? You know?
I mean, oh, that makes you me, but that doesn't make Miko. Yeah, Miko's my boy, but he's weird. He has a lot of shit that he just hasn't figured out. When he does, he'd be really funny.
A lot of us,
Mhm.
we all have shit we're going through, and
Oh, fuck yeah, man. I got like
Christ, that's what makes comedy so amazing. It's just fun to do.
Yeah, it really is, but sometimes it very much is intimidating because there's so
Oh,
much
yeah.
bullshit in this game.
Yeah. Yeah, the thing
How do
where
you
when
get
you
better
start
though?
getting good and then you have to worry about, like, if somebody, really
Yeah.
concerned about how you're doing as a comedian, as a person, as opposed to somebody just trying to attach themselves to you because right now you're the hot name.
Yeah,
Well, have you experienced gatekeepers?
It's setting the video out.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like, I don't know if I've been gate kept.
Okay.
I
mean,
know I've
just-
been asked a lot of places, and I know that there's some places that I thought I would play more than I actually have. But
Okay.
ultimately, man, at the end of the day, bro, I really am. And I should probably work on cleaning this up just to better my path in comedy and maybe my life. But end of the day, man, give me a mic, give me a place, and give me half a crowd even.
Just 'cause-
And then I'm going to make them laugh.
That's
And
a
that
good-
could
that's
be
a
the
good
funny
attitude,
bone,
though.
and that could be down the street at your neighbor's house. I don't care.
Yeah, but that's because you have a craft now.
I love playing comedy. Like,
Yeah.
I love doing comedy. I'm stupid because I've done shows.
Mm.
I've had nights where I've killed 2 shows and then still gone to an open mic and bombed.
Yeah.
Because I can't get rid of it.
Yeah,
that's normal, though, I think.
I think it's normal for people that do comedy for a long time, but a lot of people are also smart and they're like, what if I just had the good shows and built off that? I think that's a good route to take. I just know I'm a sicko.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm a sicko, man. I need to tell jokes.
Yeah.
And if that means I gotta tell 7 sets in a night, and 6 of them are incredible, and I can go home after the 6th one and be like, holy fuck, I was 6 for 6
Because I
tonight.
can't help myself.
I don't know, man. I'd probably look for a 7th.
And I can't.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. So, dating-wise, you have found some really interesting women on the internet.
Yeah.
I met a woman. Well, I met lots of women. Okay, but then one I married off the internet.
I'm listening.
So, Brendan,
Go ahead.
why do you keep getting out of the scene when I want to talk about your dating life? Okay.
All right.
So, Brendan, how many women have you met off the internet?
None.
That's
None.
crazy.
I've tried. Yeah, I've been on it.
I've even met women off Bumble and Tinder. That's all I use, by the way. I feel like I'm personally too poor.
I use Facebook dating.
I'm too poor for
I
Hinge.
signed up for Chispa,
I gotta
the
piss.
Hispanic and Latino.
That's cool.
Hold on, time out. Time the fuck out.
That's why he's drinking Modelo's.
He's going to use the bathroom,
Yeah.
and we're going to time the fuck out for a second.
That's
Because
what
when we come back, we're coming back to this fucking story.
Brendan. No wonder he's drinking Modelo's, bro.
I haven't learned Spanish, so this is my way of compensating.
Holy fuck. So you've given up on American women,
No,
and you went international.
I'm told that women that aren't from America have more traditional values and value men more.
Okay, value men more, yes, because they don't have much of a choice. Because men are bullshit, because men are more dominant in their areas, okay? The man of the Americas today is a bitch, okay? He is not the same man as he was 40 years ago, 30 years ago.
I'm
But
not that man.
but
I'm a real man, Sian.
okay, could I finish my statement? Okay? So yes, I do understand the allure of women from other countries. You know what I mean? Because women today have been taught to be just as manly as men. So, you know what I mean? And so women from other countries haven't been taught that. So
We're
I
just
understand
totally
that.
delusional.
And
like,
what?
Just in general. I think in a long time,
What the fuck?
we were sold, and this isn't just women, like men were sold a different delusion, right?
True.
It's like, there's this,
Can you lose that delusion to find true love? Because I think there are other people on the internet who try to contact you, but you don't think they're hot enough, so you don't fuck with them.
oh, 100%.
Okay, that's my whole point.
Yeah, but if
Okay.
you seen some of these people, you'd be offended.
Okay, I get it.
I mean, listen, I know there's taller men with full heads of hair, but I know I'm good looking. And some of
Okay.
these women, I'm sure they got a great heart, but damn, alright? Yeah, I mean, you really make me question myself. Not all people are made equal.
I'm not saying I agree, but I totally agree. Okay, some of these motherfuckers, yeah.
Sometimes I'll be thinking about my life. I'll be having a pity party, and then I'll see the ugliest motherfucker ever. I'm like, maybe I ain't got it so bad.
I ain't talking about them trolls, motherfucker, because they always there, okay? But average chicks, I introduced you to 3.
Yeah, and I talked to him.
Okay, one thought you was weird because you were. Okay, and the other
Who?
one you didn't really want to talk to. Odd. And the other one because I don't think that was a fair interpretation of you. But the other one thought you were nice people. Okay?
No.
Yeah.
No.
But you found something wrong with them.
No, I didn't. It just nothing came out of it.
Oh,
I got their numbers. I talked to them.
That one chick you said looked like your sister, and that just killed you right there.
Well,
And I said she lost weight.
I think that's a good thing that it killed the
No.
connection for me.
Check it out. When you're looking for love, sometimes you gotta look for people who are going to be there in the long run.
Yeah, like your
You know
first
what I mean?
cousin, you know?
This motherfucker got this gayer from Alabama. Wanted to tell you, but
That's everybody's favorite game on this podcast.
Oh my
Gay
God.
or Bama.
He might be both, okay? Because this motherfucker said he dated his first cousin. Okay.
Well, you know, shit happens.
Hey, in the South they do that shit because I
Second cousin, man.
Well, I slept with a cousin one time.
See,
That's
some shit you don't gotta
but,
tell people, but
okay, but let me tell you something.
But they
were
might have
fine
been like
motherfuckers.
that cousin where it's like him, his mom, and their mom were best friends, and they.
No, it wasn't that shit at all. Okay, here's the deal.
I'm trying to be your lawyer.
Fuck that shit. I have a cousin in New Orleans. That motherfucker made a fucking police car drive into a bus.
That's
How
wild.
fine that motherfucker was. When she got off the bus, the cop car drove straight into the motherfucking bus because he was staring at that ass. Was I not supposed to tap that?
I guess not.
I'm a distant cousin.
Oh, well,
But we
then that's
different
you
with
know.
our cousins.
We
Okay?
third or above, we can debate.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
my grandmother and your grandmother was sisters.
we listen and we don't judge.
Well, my grandmother and your grandfather was brother and sister. But let me tell you something. I don't give a fuck about judging. I'm 64, motherfucker. In 2 more years, I get all my Social Security.
Yeah, he's already done it, I guess. I mean,
And let
what
me
are we
just
gonna
tell you
do?
something.
Remember,
I
I'm
don't know about
10%.
other black people you know, but I had both my parents. My credit score is way over 700. Stop fucking with me.
His truck is worth more than my apartment, I'll say that. And you know what? I'm proud to be a part of an America where such a thing could happen.
Well, I'm hoping to be.
Where a black guy could shit on my credit score and my house.
First of all, see,
Fuck
you're a black
yeah.
guy. Motherfucker, my family has fought for this bitch-ass country for
Yes.
5 generations.
Sure.
So I believe.
Your family built this country.
Oh, don't give him that much fucking.
I have to.
No,
What do you want me to
no,
deny
you really
history?
don't. You really don't. All right.
Well, first of
I
all,
told you like black
you don't
women,
know
motherfucker.
this because I don't think you like sports like I do, but I found out his first cousin is a national champion football player.
Oh yeah.
You won Ty's
And a
heart.
Super Bowl winner.
As soon as you said
yeah.
football, you won Ty's
Oh
heart.
yeah, and look, I got pictures of his
So-
Super Bowl rings.
CN's
Yeah.
like family as ancestral line is full
That
of
means
success.
shit. My grandfather.
I just
was,
hear a lot of
My
privilege,
grandfather
you know?
was one of the first black men to even be a radio man
See
in
that?
the Navy and died in the submarine. One of the first because at that time they were only allowed to load the ship. Okay.
His grandpa was Antoine Fisher.
No, they wasn't that. My grandpa was Williams fucking Shelton. Okay.
There we go. Bill Shelton. Hell yeah.
Not Billy, because that's son of a bitch. That's my.
That,
cousin. I love him
that
to
sounds
death.
like a third baseman for the White Sox back before segregation.
See Billy.
Billy Shelton over there. He's got red hair.
Hey, why is cousin Billy always a problem? Doesn't matter.
That's my boy though. That's my
No,
boy,
listen, William Shelton, we
Cause
salute you, brother.
Oh no, that's my grandfather. Okay,
Yes, sir.
That definitely.
Respect to your
You know,
grandpa.
and my fucking daddy was in the Navy for 30 fucking years.
Respect
My
your
grandpa
dad.
was in the Navy, but
And you were in the army.
My uncle is the best boxer I know, and he was in the Navy for
See?
like a handful of years.
you have to be a really good boxer when you're on a ship full of men and no women for months.
Fuck yeah, and then they start calling you. They
That's a
start
good way
calling
to
you all
put it.
kinds of names. You gotta fucking
Yeah.
throw a
No,
good body shot.
And they started
Yeah.
commenting on your booty. You guys started.
That's what I'm saying. You on a ship.
Uncle
and
Mike's
they
a
don't-
hell of a fighter. That's all I
Yeah,
have to say.
hey, because not always was women allowed on ships like that.
Only person that ever scared Uncle Mike was somebody who had a gun when he didn't. That's it.
Oh, well, let me just say this.
Hey,
My daddy was a believer in hunting.
Yeah.
Remember one time I shot a motherfucking squirrel with a 22 and hit the bitch in the body and sit in the head and that bitch beat the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Because you can't eat the meat
Because you
now.
can't eat the meat now, yeah.
He hit it in the head. You know how little squirrel head is? So fuck with me.
You gotta be a Marine Corps sniper to hit a
Oh.
fucking squirrel head, bro.
shoot squirrel in
oh.
the head.
But
All
it's
right.
Yeah, write that down in the notes. That'll make you better at
Oh, yeah.
comedy.
You fuck around and
How
hurt
do
something
you,
with that type of guy.
How do your parents feel about you doing comedy and stuff?
Love it.
Yeah.
Now, unfortunately, my pops passed before you could ever actually watch me on stage, but
Yeah, isn't that strange?
huge fan of.
Yeah.
My dad was a huge fan of comedy in general, so
Mhm.
him and my mom put me on to good comedy when I was a kid.
Okay.
Okay.
You know, Saturday Night Live, Carlin, Pryor.
Oh my god, yeah.
all that shit. My bad.
The early years of Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, Wanda Sykes. My dad loved the crazy. I think the thing where you go, you know how you always look at somebody and you go, I never would guess that.
He's a role model for you. Anyway.
Like when you look at CN, you go, I never guessed he would like the Chrisleys. You would look at my dad and you go, I never guessed this guy was about Wanda Sykes.
Oh yeah.
You know, my dad got mad that fucking the University of Miami celebrated touchdowns. He'd be like, hand the ball off like Barry Sanders. It's a goddamn game. Hand the ball to the man.
And being that is.
But he loved Wanda Sykes as a comic.
Okay, but being that, do you not feel that way?
What?
Hand the ball off because it's a game.
I like the celebrations. I say get out there and have a good time, man. You're making millions of dollars playing a game you played when you were 9.
Yeah.
You're one of 360 people at that time.
It's entertainment. People are. I think
now I will say this:
take it too
make
far.
the play first.
Right.
Yeah.
Make the play.
You might take it too far, maybe.
Or realize that, hey, I know you scored, but you're down 38-7 now.
Yeah.
Instead of 38-0.
Yeah.
So I recognize some awareness.
I don't like when Wanda.
It's okay if you have awareness, but also like, man, I like it when people have a good time, dude. You know.
It is a game.
Yeah, it's a game. Those Miami teams were fun.
And you know how hard it is to make that fucking team?
Woo.
Okay, and work and then look.
Yeah.
And not only just work, you work your ass off and watch other people play.
And then you got to remember, too, everybody that, like, makes a sack in the NFL was at one point, not all the time, but at one point in time, they were like a 16-year-old kid whose dad just got laid off by the factory.
Oh, yeah.
And whose mom just got her hours cut. So now you're 16 and then the next minute you're 26.
Yeah.
And you just sacked fucking
and you remember being 16 and have no fucking money.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And all this means...
Let it rip.
And you're not 26. You're more like 23.
Exactly. Because you're an athlete.
Yeah, because in the average...
And you've had certain things handed to you. But
of
also...
a professional... athlete in the NFL is 3.2 years.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know.
So if you make it to that 4th year, especially.
Oh yeah.
Bro.
Yeah. Oh. When you get 7, you get
kick the door in.
Yeah, you get a thing from you get unemployment or some shit like that. Retirement when you get to 7.
If you hit 6 or 7 years. Yeah. Basically, if you get 2 contracts.
Yeah, it's very hard.
It is.
Okay. And
it is.
And these guys have known nothing but that shit all their life.
Yeah, and it's like at one point in time they were the best kid in the state.
Oh, let me tell you something.
They're fighting for
I was in high school. No bullshit. Daryl Strawberry, okay, could put his fucking arm, okay, on the motherfucking the outfield wall, and throw the ball on a rope all the way to where his bitch stopped throwing the ball at me like that, and I was at home plate.
Yeah.
Okay, and I was just catching the ball because I couldn't believe he could do it.
Yep.
Okay, because we were on the basketball team.
And I love that, by the way, that you got to play with Strawberry.
Oh, I've seen a lot of athletes.
That dude, if you could do 2 careers over in any sport, I think the first 2 might be Gooden and Strawberry.
Yeah. Well, uncle and fucking...
They were so fucking good.
Uncle and nephew.
They were so fucking good, man.
I seen a dude be like, hold on, motherfucker, $60.
Yeah.
Throw him across the fucking strike with his arm touching the motherfucking outfield line. He threw that ball on
Not even a crow hop half the time. Just straight.
He had a little arch that would go, and I was like...
And then he's going to get that 3rd out, and then he's going to bat second, and then he's going to hit a double.
But that is the true... Daryl Strawberry is one of the cautionary stories I tell people about giving money to a project kid without giving him understanding of the money. You know what I mean?
And it's so unfortunate. It's unfortunate.
Everybody's coming for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's really unfortunate.
No, it's a great ride. Fuck, I don't feel sorry for him at all.
Yeah.
He had a great fucking ride.
I will say he probably, being the man in New York.
Out of jail. Okay,
he was more popular than Trump in the 80s in New York.
Yeah, Trump was a terrible person when he
of course. A lot of
especially in the 80s in New York.
Daryl Strawberry, what a guy.
Yeah. See, I love that.
I called him Daryl Apples. You know, a lot of humor.
It was like, it is.
No, but Strawberry, man, and those 80s Mets.
Oh, good.
They had fun.
Oh, good.
They have a 4-part 30 for 30.
Oh,
And
yeah?
they don't even get to the World Series till part 3. Because they're like, these fucking cokeheads.
Oh.
They're
Sean
like,
Kemp. Somebody
they're like, until 86, like it took 83, 84, and 85 to make them
you have
realize,
to go from
take 2 more days off and do a coke and we can win a World Series.
what's your boy's name? Taylor for the Giants?
The GOAT,
Oh.
Lawrence Taylor.
Oh, yeah, to Sean Kemp.
A defensive
fucking
player
Supersonic.
winning league MVP?
Oh, yeah.
Are you kidding
I'm bringing
me?
dope to the motherfucking field.
Hey,
Sean
bro,
Kemp,
he
go.
said he showed up sometimes at halftime of the game. Like, what do we do?
Hey, here's my attempt to relate with what you guys are talking about because I have no idea what you're
Love
talking
sports, I'm
about.
sorry.
I worked at Chipotle,
See, that's why he
right?
can't find a girlfriend.
Right?
He knows nothing about
Shut up,
nothing.
Stan.
You
Any
gotta
guy
know how to
can
be
know.
the cover 2 shell.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
I was working at
Crossing
Chipotle
routes.
right by a baseball stadium. It was like a
Mhm.
D team, the Scrappers in Niles, Ohio. And all the teammates are from the Dominican Republic.
Yeah,
They
which
would
most
come-
baseball players are now.
They would come in
Seguro.
and get triple and quadruple wrap burritos every day. These burritos were like the size of a baby.
Sure.
Mhm.
That's my story. That's all I
And
got for
you know what? They said, we'll eat that, we'll fart, and we're going to hit doubles.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
And we're going to have a 997 fielding
Time
percentage.
out. I'm going to even close my phone for this.
Hey, if you could live
No.
anywhere, where would you live?
Hold on, time out. Flag on play.
No,
Hold
it's
on.
And then I want to answer that.
Okay,
Fuck.
flag on play. Hold on, time out. I'm going to sit down. And I'm going to implore to you that wasn't all the story you was about to tell.
That's all.
It had something else.
No, it was sports and.
We talking Dominicans?
Yeah, we started with Dominicans. I thought he was going to
Tremendous
go somewhere.
people. Tremendous people.
They fuck.
Well,
I mean,
they had terrible
fuck good.
attitudes
They
in
fuck
Chipotle.
well.
Those Stonies?
They fuck well,
Wow.
and they cook well.
I'll put
But
the
attitudes, I mean, I'm sorry. I was a whore. Okay? So I thought that because I
Go to
played
that strip club down
basketball,
the road. They're
I
different.
could fuck, okay? I didn't need a strip club. I met lots of women.
Sure.
And on the internet, by the way,
Basketball players.
until I
knows.
met my wife, okay, on the internet, on
On
Bumble,
record, before
on,
the
on
wife.
Bumble, on Bumble,
Before the wife.
okay? Yes, you know, I met a lot of women. And that's what I don't understand.
And only
Why
2
you can't be
transgender.
One.
What?
Okay, look, only one was transgender.
I love this.
The other one
That doesn't
was
matter.
He
That's
didn't
still
know
a
until
woman.
the
That's
penis
still a
was in
woman.
his mouth. All right?
What?
If she's a lady, she's a lady, baby.
Yeah, well, we thought that
You
way.
know?
Not all that's true. Okay, but
Well,
now,
what did fucking Lou Reed say? He was a she. She said, "Hey, babe, take a walk on the wild side."
yeah, we ain't doing all that. I'm
Do
too old
do
for
do
that.
do do.
God
But now
bless,
you-
amen. Good night.
But now you, okay, you only met like how many women on the internet?
Listen, we're talking.
And then none of them
circles.
are Dominican. What's that?
No,
about?
no, because it might be because he's going to the Spanish women now. He's going international.
He did say he was
I'm
drinking
actually going,
Modelo's.
hey, listen, I'm going to the DR on the 4th, okay?
You
Yeah,
got
you're
it.
not taking me with.
Gay
Well,
shit.
he
We're
can't
supposed
do
to
that.
be
Gay
partners.
shit. I just take
Because if
my-
he pays for your trip, the women are gonna think, "Oh, there."
Now I'm going with my wife. Fuck
See,
him.
yeah. So if you go, you gotta pay your way.
Yeah, he can't come because he's gonna be a buzzkill. He's not gonna meet no women. Okay, he's gonna be sitting around all weekend talking about why I can't
Your
meet
lady's
no
gonna be
women.
comforting you.
Yeah. Why I can't meet no women. You know what I mean?
Well-
and she's gonna feel so sorry for this.
Bro, I hope
man.
these Modelo's get you the Colombian
I hope
woman you want.
Yeah, he just
You know what I
say
mean?
laid because that's what I'm hoping.
That's what I like
for.
about
Brazilian,
you. It's
Honduran.
supportive.
You know what I mean? Guatemalan. You're drinking
Whatever
Modelo.
it takes.
You say
He's
you're going for
supportive because he
Latinas.
drank a fucking fifth of liquor.
Well,
That's why he's supportive.
Yeah.
I, on the other hand, skeptical.
Well, give me a good Irish woman that could make a stew and hit me in the head.
her
You know what I mean?
eyes is shining like that.
That's what I
So,
mean.
what type of women do you like, Ty?
The women that are into me.
Shit, that's the one I'm looking for.
Dude, I've literally had women that are like taller than me, women that weigh more than me,
Way more than you.
women that are shorter than me.
Okay, where's all the talk about this organ bitch that weigh more than you?
Oh my god.
I would not
Hey,
say
you
that.
don't gotta take that.
I would no. Here's
We
the
can
thing.
stab him.
I have no offense taken because the women that I've been with that have weighed more than me,
Mm-hmm.
if I showed y'all a picture, you'd be like, yeah. And then you'd be like, wait a second, is this? And I'd be like, too late, you said yeah. I've had some fine bitches of all categories, with all
Yeah.
due respect.
There you go.
There's
And-
Don't call them
ladies.
bitches
And-
with all due respect.
I have, dude,
Like
I
said,
really have.
respect
I've
the
had,
ladies.
Yeah.
I've had women that are shorter,
Yeah.
way less, taller, way more. I've had them just about every race and ethnicity you could think of.
Can you
Yeah.
say that as Trump, please?
I've had a lot of women. They've all said, "Wow, what a big dick." I've never seen a dick like this. This could be the president, this guy. He's got the biggest dick I've ever seen. He's never come when we fuck because he lasts forever. And the secret is honey pack. A lot of honey packs. Take me to your nearest
All organic.
Give me your nearest corner store. I need 2 guys that don't speak our language to hand me a honey pack. And then I'll say, honey, I'll pack you. What a pack. They're talking about the super pack. I said, guys, it's got honey in it.
The
a lot of honey.
bees, they work hard.
You know, my dad told me, he said, everybody, we love my dad. Rest in peace, my dad. We love my dad. My dad would have hated me.
Oh my God.
My dad, he talked about the birds and the bees. I said, Dad, why don't we put honey in a bag? They're the birds, we're the bees. Zzz, wow. What a hole. I'm going to cross-pollinate. That's what I call it when I hook up with non-white chicks. They call it cross-pollinating.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
That's the most racist thing that's been said on this podcast.
Oh no.
Cancel my
We
mic.
had
Cafe Bourbon at 8 o'clock. You're done, Ty Moore. Subbing Zach Harley. He's thinner. He's better looking. He's more talented anyway.
Oh, then Zach. Okay, now
Zach Harley?
Let me say no fucking way with him.
Well, Zach might see that, but he also...
I don't give a fuck what Zach has to say.
Zach's a funny guy.
I didn't say he wasn't funny. I'm saying he ain't in your league, though, okay? And I don't give a fuck if you get mad, okay? Because the reality of the situation is, I have a real belief that we just leave it on the stage.
Leave it on the stage.
And when you leave it on the stage, there is not 2 motherfuckers funnier than you. Okay? Seriously, serious business.
Thank you.
Okay? Because, man, especially when you get, like, fucked up and you, like, get comfortable real fast.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
And that's where that, like, little bit of weed comes in when I go up. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's what makes me feel like, even though I'm going up to a room of strangers, sometimes 1,100 miles away from where I sleep, that's what makes me feel like I'm
Where
at
the
home.
fuck you doing comedy? In Guatemala?
Now, technically, I've done comedy in L.A.
Okay.
I was an open mic, but I did it.
Okay.
If you could live anywhere, where would you live?
Los Angeles, no doubt.
Yeah, for
Really?
real?
Man.
Fuck yeah.
Really?
Listen,
I
I went
never
to
lived
Prince.
there.
I went to Crenshaw. I know better.
put me in 2 movies a year where my head gets blown off in the opening scene,
Okay, well,
and then let me do stand-up, and I'll be all right.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
I never. lived
I've been
there.
telling people for years, dude, wait till I stumble into a Sandler movie
Fuck
Yeah.
yeah.
where I'm like the fat guy that sells him coffee in one scene.
Hey,
All
Yeah.
I need.
he's my.
I love
role
stand-up.
model of
I just
mine.
need a little extra money.
Yeah.
But, like, I love stand-up. I look like I'm actually asking for money. Come to my stand-up show. Please come to my stand-up show.
We're not gonna do all that because
Nah,
you sound like you're like on drugs.
I do.
And we, you know, and here's the
And
thing.
Tian always says never do drugs.
Yeah, well, I say never do without me. You let me finish. You let me finish it. And I'm kind of pissed off that shit like you're higher than me, and I pay for everything. So it's really pissing me off. I wanted to be
I did
higher.
drink most of the liquor you bought.
Oh, I had to, because if I'd have kept drinking, then he'd have been talking shit
You know.
about me driving you home and all kind of bullshit.
And I believe you.
Oh, yeah.
I really do. You know, he's precious cargo. I can't.
I believe him.
See, it's gay shit. No man says that another man's precious cargo. We be throwing motherfuckers in the trunk. Okay?
I will say back home, there was this one night where we closed down a bar that closed at midnight
Yeah.
because they didn't have the license to stay open after that.
Oh.
We closed down this bar at midnight, and then we all just collectively go like, rustic? Yeah, rustic. So I ride in the trunk to this bar called the Rustic, which is 25 minutes outside of town in Delphus, Ohio. And we get there, and then we tear it up there. And we have a good time, and then there was damn near a fight out front. that involve none of us.
So
And that's the best,
I
right?
want y'all to understand this.
When you get to watch a fight out in front of the rustic that
We
didn't
started
involve
off
you.
with this motherfucker in going to OSU, and we ended up with him riding in the trunk to
Yeah.
a fucking bar fight.
True.
This is my life.
Time War is down for anything, man.
San, you guys
I don't
any
have
more
a
questions?
child. I don't have a lady.
I have two questions. Two questions.
I'm gonna go pee.
Love
If
you,
you got
Sian.
two questions.
Sit down when you pee.
Continue. I do. Yes. That's right.
Sian will beat your ass if you don't sit down when you pee.
I believe he will. It's number one.
We'll talk to him about the fucking car ride over here when we jammed out. What you got some questions for me, brother?
Sure.
Yes, sir.
Okay, check this out. So, who's your favorite Columbus comedian? And it can't be none of the people you named in the beginning. It has to be people who you were out there working with.
It's a good question. I'll tell you who I think is a goddamn good joke writer, and I hope she continues to believe in her material, is Rochelle Collins.
Who the fuck is that?
Oh, if you haven't had the pleasure of seeing Rochelle Collins, let me put you on after the show.
All right.
But Rochelle Collins, one of my favorite comedians I've got to watch. And I'll tell you what.
In Columbus now.
Yep.
Okay.
And I'll tell you, I can give you two more.
Who?
Chris Fenner. I love watching Chris Fenner.
Okay.
Chris Fenner will tell me that he has a dumb joke that he doesn't think is going to work. And then he'll tell me that joke. And then I'll think to myself that I'm an asshole because I didn't think of that joke. Now, I don't outright say that to Chris because I don't want to make him feel any type of way. But what I do tell Chris is, no, I think there's something there, keep writing. Yeah. Now, it's 50-50 whether he'll keep writing or not, but Chris Fenner is one of the funniest comics that works the city of Columbus. Bottom line.
Okay.
And I think anybody would have a better show if they put him on it. And then another comic who I like, I'll give you two because they're both a little bit in the same spot. You've got J.R. Jr.,
okay,
who won the most recent Funny Bone Funniest Person contest.
Yeah, I don't think
believe.
that's close to being right, but go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay.
And people will always argue that that is a biased thing, but I will say that if you took J.R. Jr. and you dropped him in a country where nobody spoke English, he'd still get a laugh.
Okay.
I do think that about J.R.
I don't think so at all, but go ahead. Go ahead.
I love J.R. Jr. I think he's so funny.
No, I don't think he's funny. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Okay.
Right. But I see your logic that if he really were dropped off in
another country,
Bali,
that bitch ain't funny half the time in America.
No, I think JR could make people in Bali laugh.
Yeah, he's funny looking.
Once JR drops that fucking Trey Songz joke, it works everywhere.
Okay, now go to the next person.
Stevie J.
Stevie J from Around the Way.
Stevie J from Around the Way has a joke about how cocaine influenced the Ninja Turtles. Has a joke about how he can't afford to buy his daughter a Barbie dream house, so he bought her Barbie trap house. And it comes with a mortgage payment, an alimony payment, and a pit bull named Champagne. And listen, I watched Stevie do a set too one time in Lima, like where I'm from.
Yeah.
Which, if you want to get political, just to help set the scene, Allen County's a red county. So Stevie, as a black guy, goes up, and like literally when I bring Stevie J on stage at this show in Lima, a cop siren in the background goes off, and Stevie just ran with it.
Yeah.
Like his first 4 minutes were riffing on that.
Yeah.
Like he goes like,
I don't think I know him.
Oh fuck, I thought they had me. Never mind, I'm Stevie J from Around the Way, but not that way. Like he just said a bunch of shit in that first 4 minutes. They really had the crowd laughing at like a hilarious instant that happened organically. Because like what it was where we had the show, if I'm on stage where we're at and I turn around and I look this way,
Yeah.
about 90 yards is this club called Jay's.
Yeah.
And I don't want to shit on Jay's, but Jay's has had some instances where like videos on Twitter have gone viral.
Okay.
Like fight-wise and shit like that.
Okay.
So, there was a cop siren that went
Word
off over
star.
there when I bought Stevie J up, and Stevie J ran with it like a pro and had like a killer, like 11-minute set
Yeah, I don't think
in the middle
He
of
goes to club.
Ohio.
He runs around with Johnny Collins a lot.
Yeah.
Usually,
Oh, so
They
gay.
were the Glitter Boys at
So
one
he's
point.
gay.
He ain't gay.
I mean,
He may have hoop earrings, but he ain't gay.
Okay.
Nah, if you saw his girlfriend, you'd be like, he ain't gay. Promise you that. Stevie
That's why I
J.
probably think you are, because I never see you with a girl. But here's the
But then,
thing.
like, Stevie J, back when I was even in 2014, 15, 16.
Yeah, I don't know him.
Yep, I loved him even back then because
CJ.
he had this joke about how, and it related to my life at the time, for real. He was like, dude, it's hard for me to go to parties because a lot of parties will play fun music and sometimes all I want to do is listen to Eminem. And he was like, you know how hard it is to get bitches when, like, Cleaning Out My Closet comes on? It's like, yeah. Like, some people might be like, what are you talking about? But I'm like, no, I've listened to enough Eminem. I get what he's saying. Like, Stevie J has been one of my favorite comics for a long time.
Okay.
And, yeah, man, I could list
now
off,
that chick, I don't know her.
but I could list off 1,000 more.
you would know her
names.
if you seen her.
Okay, and that other motherfucker, he's alright, but... Okay, but that's your opinion.
No, that's fair, and I like that you
Okay,
have your opinion, brother.
Okay, yeah, and...
That's why I like you, actually.
Who would you
Yeah.
say?
What?
Who would you say?
Columbus?
Yeah.
And then not including us either, because, again, yours was
Okay.
not including you two.
Okay, because number one was going to be him, but so let me think something.
And you know I enjoy you. Like,
Yeah.
I fucking...
Yeah.
You make me laugh when you're not trying, so it's like settled.
We don't need his head to give it, baby.
I know, but like it's also hard for me to not compliment my
mad.
friend.
You just be mad because the motherfucker said shit about you.
It's hard for me to not compliment my friend.
You don't gotta lie to him either,
Yeah,
right?
because when Brendan gets on stage, you don't know what the fuck he's going to say. Okay.
Well, I do think Brendan's funny, and I think he's on his way. But
Yeah.
CN, you're something else, bro. And that's why I love you, man. Like for real. Like
I just like to be real in this shit. And
yeah,
let everybody
dude.
be
You
good.
have a very unique perspective.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's what you have when you have
So there was
four
this
mornings.
guy. There's this guy back when I was like coming up doing comedy.
Mm.
His name was True Real. And you remind me of like True Real if he just had a better job. Bro, True Real used to be like, one of his literal jokes was just like, I got a bitch that got a silverback gorilla ass, and I fuck her with 2 number 2 pencils. But if you put the girth together, it's even bigger than that. Like, he would just say shit like that as his joke.
Whoa.
I always called him like the Coda Bus Mitch Hedberg. Like his one-liners were non sequitur, but they were so funny.
Well, I think
You're just like,
back
Hold
gorilla.
on. We can't roll over non sequitur. I have no idea what that means.
You ever
I
watch
can't-
Mitch Hedberg?
My
What does that word mean?
Do
You
you ever
have
watch?
a degree also.
Non
Okay.
sequitur. That's why I'm not
Do you
saying
ever
ask
watch Mitch?
questions.
Do you ever watch?
No,
You ever watch Mitch Hedberg?
maybe not.
I'll send you some clips after this.
All right.
Basically, a non sequitur comic is where they go. Let me give you like 2 lines that would maybe simulate it. It'd be like, I always say that the best drink is the first drink because the first drink is the one you remember.
Okay.
And then like that's their joke. And
Okay.
then like that, and then they go like, you know, a hamburger is a crazy name because it doesn't even fucking have ham in it. What am I gonna call it next? Sex with a vagina mold when I jack off? Like that's kind of a non sequitur where there's no
It's
like.
almost like irony.
It's almost like one line after one line after one line, and it doesn't matter if they tie together or not.
Gotcha. He's just telling you. All right.
So like that was Mitch Hedberg's like thing was he would just tell a bunch of one liners that crushed.
Okay.
And I'll
Did he
say,
have glasses?
yep.
Older guy?
Yeah, like I unfortunately died when he was like 41, 39.
He wasn't an older guy.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
He's
he
older
never.
than you.
Sadly, he never got to be like an old man, but
Okay.
when he popped off, he was like in his 30s. Well, he was always good, but like 30s and 40s, he really. Everybody's like, this guy's a man, and yeah, he would just have they call it non sequitur comedy, where he'd just be like, my deodorant is the scent of a palm, but the last woman I slept with said I had the scent of an ass. And then he'd just tell another joke about how like he ordered a sandwich wrong. So like that's non sequitur comedy, and like I can't remember who I was just talking about.
No.
Oh, True Real. True Real had that, but like he was also
so
like
long ago.
he was also like from a rough part of town, so like he would just like say sentences, and you'd be like, "What do you mean?" And then you'd laugh, and then like when he'd get to the end of his set, like the last two sentences would be like callbacks to somehow the middle two sentences, and he was just a funny dude. Like I hope True Real's still out there kicking it. I would love for him to come to Cafe Bourbon on Mondays. I would also love for him to fucking smoke with CN.
I think callbacks.
Because like I
my
said,
favorite thing.
CN reminds me of like True Real. If True Real had like
I don't smoke with everybody because my job is to send people to take drug tests.
There you go. That's if True Real had like that in his life. If True Real had shit to care about in his life, he'd be CN.
CN didn't even answer the question. He just said he'd say you, but since he's not gonna say you, and then he just didn't.
Okay.
I miss True Real. I will say that.
I heard that. I don't even know who the fuck ain't real or fucking.
Shout out True Real.
Okay.
And I brought up Chris Dowdy earlier, and they fish together, so they know each other. So
that's so
maybe
nice.
we can find a way to get both of them
If you don't
back
fish
out.
for catfish, I don't give a fuck. Okay, so here's the thing. Okay,
True Real
or
probably
bad.
could cook a catfish.
Yeah. Well, really? Because I like.
I
catfish.
believe in True Real.
There's some.
He's funny, so like
You almost have to believe in a motherfucker named True Real.
Dude, he is funny as fuck. He really was.
You know what I mean?
Some people hated him because they're like, I don't get it, but like, if you were around for the pre-COVID Columbus comedy time,
Yeah, I was not.
and then you're around post-COVID, and you're
We're
like,
post-COVID,
you're able,
right?
you're able to like weave all that together, you would love True Real.
Yeah.
True Real really was a funny dude.
Okay. I think Miko's a funny guy.
Miko's very
but I
funny.
think he's. So
That was
fucked.
what made the unfortunate situation with, you know, whatever people brought up online or whatever. That's what made that shit so hard. And anytime anybody's had something to say negative about Miko, that's what makes it so hard, is because
What?
I actually do think Miko's very funny.
He is very funny.
No, he has a good.
I think he's got a unique
Okay.
perspective. He's
He
lived
just-
a unique life.
Hold on, but let me just say this before we go any further.
Go ahead, man.
Yes, your bitch ass is funny, but you know you're a drama queen, ho. Okay? Stop playing with me. Motherfucker, everything got to be about your punk ass, okay? And I'm your boy, okay?
Here's the pot calling kettle black.
Here's
I wouldn't
difference.
say that.
Here's a difference. Here's a difference. Let me tell you something. This is an everyday watch that costs $500, okay? You can't even buy that bitch for
Means-
$5. Come on.
means
I'm
nothing
just,
to
no,
me,
it does matter. It does mean something.
No, but if you send Miko to 11 cities, he could get that watch.
Yeah, because he's going to rob somebody in 10 of them.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the thing. Bullshit.
No,
I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true. But
hey,
that's funny.
he's a lot of
That's
things,
funny,
but he's
though.
not a thief.
That is funny.
He
I
might,
don't think he's a thief.
he might steal
that
some
matter,
jokes,
he's
but
very-
I don't think
that's
he's gonna
very
steal
funny.
anything else.
That was
Okay,
a
first
funny
of all-
ass joke.
Okay,
I'll
first
say
of all,
that.
Now, I'm one of
I
his
don't
biggest
believe it, but
supporters,
it's funny.
so I'm one of his biggest supporters.
I know you are.
Okay, but
Man, and that's why I laugh.
and fucking okay, because I can say that because I'm with because I think he's funny.
Yeah.
I think Jules is funny.
Jules is funny as fuck.
Okay, and and then it's like between for me, Freddie Simone. Okay, and
Love Freddie. I got a show with
and-
Freddie
and-
this
and,
Saturday.
Joe Good. No, fuck no. Fuck no.
I love Joe Good.
I didn't say that, but I'm saying when I'm thinking of.
But you're
funniest people,
thinking
yeah.
somebody else. I get it. It's
either-
not anti-Joe Good. It's
Yeah.
who you're about to say.
I don't give a fuck how you think about it. It was my choice.
That's
Okay,
true.
so here's the thing. If not,
So he doesn't mean it. He
yeah,
just
hey
heard
Joe,
it.
you know I like you, but I'm just talking about the
He's
funny.
got problems.
And it's
He's just
between
saying
Freddie
shit right now,
Simone and
bro.
Tyson.
Oh, Tyson's hilarious.
Yeah.
I laugh when Tyson says respectful things to me because I'm like, bro, you're better than me.
Yeah. Dude, I'm doing the middle of a podcast.
But you're also playing this
calling
game.
my phone.
That's okay.
So, you're really just an ass. I'll call you.
I'm alright with Tyson.
Okay, so.
I love Tyson. I like Jules.
Yeah.
I think Jules is funny as fuck.
Yeah.
I think the best
I really
part
think
of
Tyson and Freddie Simone is funnier than Jules, but I think she had less time in the game.
True.
You know what I mean?
Jules is the youngest out of those three.
So, but
you
Jules
give Jules more time, and that's the thing. Every time I've been like, Jules just needs more time.
Yeah.
She then will get more time, and then she gets better.
Well, and she's unique. You know what I mean? I think she has her own style. Yeah. Like, she doesn't...
Why?
Because you love her. That's why. You love her. If she would be heterosexual, you'd be trying to get her. And even though she's
the last time I seen her, I say she was talking about having a fat puss, and now I'm just curious. So.
Jules is like me and Cian, where she likes pussy.
Oh yeah.
Wait. Why do you include me?
Wait, because you're new.
Wow.
Okay.
Ty has chose a side. Ty knows why
he did not include.
He's chose a side.
I chose my right home.
I think it's about time to go. It's been 2.5 hours.
I chose my right home.
Yeah, well, I was gonna send you with some flowers. Some
motherfucking flowers, but you wonder why.
The bottom line.
Anyway,
if you want to know the truth, Brandon, the bottom line is that there's a lot of funny comedy in Columbus.
Yeah.
And I want you all to go out and watch a fucking live comedian this weekend that maybe isn't the funny. Because here's the thing, I don't want to be anti-funny bone.
Yeah.
Because I think Cactus Tate has this weekend.
Yeah.
And I think she's got a lot of locals like Henry Allen and Ian Miller and Dan Seabury opening.
I've never seen Ian Miller.
You'll love Ian.
Yeah.
Ian's a funny joke, right?
Yeah.
You know what the best part about Ian Miller is?
Mm-hmm.
Ian Miller used to be a cage fighter.
Yeah.
Bad motherfucker.
Yeah.
Ian's also catty like a fucking fourth grade girl.
Hold on. Ian is a guy who
Ian is catty?
He does two...
But he could also choke you the fuck out.
He performs with Tyson.
He's so funny.
Okay, yeah, I don't think so. Here's I mean, this is my opinion.
Ian, you're gay too.
No, you're gay. That's what he said. Okay, but here's the thing. Okay,
I love it.
No, I put Brendan's writing up against Ian Miller any fucking day of the week.
That's fair. I mean, that's fair coming from you. I think that Brendan is actually a better writer than he thinks. But
I do too.
But I do think Ian Miller's on a hot streak right
now. And that may be so. And I'm not taking
Ian's a funny fucking dude.
Okay, but when he was doing shit with Josh, okay, on Tuesdays, it was not good. Okay, so now he's with Tyson, so that's cool. I was on stage with him one night, and I was like, okay, he's really funny. But I think Brendan's a better writer.
Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, but don't compare me. Don't compare me to other people.
That's fair.
No, how the fuck do you compare you to a fucking tree? Who the fuck you want me to do?
I think
either I'm good or I'm not.
What I would actually think is
you're a very good writer.
I would like to see Ian and Brandon maybe have more conversations.
Yes. Because Brendan is a very good writer. And let me tell you something.
I'll tell you what, Ian's a funny fucking comic, man.
Okay, and that might be so, because I didn't even know who he was when I was on stage.
Ian's a killer.
Okay, and here's the thing.
I actually get jealous because I have a mic I host.
I've heard of him.
And then I gotta watch Ian write new good jokes that maybe nobody laughs at.
Yeah.
But I know as a comedian, man, he's got good jokes.
I say that about him all the time.
I feel
Maybe on the phone.
And that's why I'm like, I'm not trying to tell you maybe you're wrong or whatever.
No.
Now you could tell
you
me
have
you're
your
wrong.
opinion.
Right.
No, I love Cian, dude. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. I love Cian. Cian and I can
agree.
Yeah.
If there's 15 topics and me and Cian agree on 1.5 of them, I'm
alright.
alright.
Done well. Okay.
I think he's hilarious.
Yeah. And I think you the same way. Okay? No shit. No bullshit.
No, that's no bullshit. You really have made me laugh so many times.
Yeah.
On and off stage.
And I love getting on stage behind you. Because I don't know why people
That's
think
the gayest thing you've said all night,
I don't know why people think it's hard to.
Love you too, Cian.
Yeah, it's so hard to get on stage behind Ty.
But
what the fuck?
That's why I love, again, dude, I'm so glad we actually got to talk that out tonight.
Yeah.
Ty, do you have any questions for us?
The
Yeah,
thing
why
I
are you
would,
so gay?
you know what? No, I would.
It's just natural.
One of my questions.
That's okay if that's the case.
In most of America.
What I would say is to Sienna and Brandon,
Yes.
who do you guys actually want to bring on next? Because I'll help you out.
Freddie Simone,
Alright, I got a show with Freddie this Saturday.
please tell her.
Well, we've already talked to her
I
about
like
it. We just
Freddie
got to
and
do it.
I like Freddie.
Love Freddie.
Yeah, and Jules.
So
Yeah.
Freddie, I love them both, and I have a
Yeah.
good relationship with them both, and I'll talk to them both.
Okay, Jules is a whore.
Yeah.
I know you can watch
Jules
this
is
and fuck
legit.
you because you're going to talk
Jules, just stab him. Stab him in his titty.
All I'm gonna say is Jules and Freddie.
Yeah.
Neither one of you has to show a naked body part.
Okay, let me just tell you since you want to say that. Jules fucking Wagner was the first woman to ever grab my titty in public.
That's why I love Jules, because she's wild like that.
Yeah,
Bro.
it's like...
Jules
like, what the fuck
acts-
is this?
Jules. What I love about Jules is that Jules is 4'10", 96 pounds,
Very
Who's
funny.
counting?
and acts like she's 6'5",
Oh, yeah.
240.
Oh yes, 100%.
That's why I
How
like
you know
Jules.
she has brothers?
And then Freddie, I just like Freddie because she just like Freddie
Oh, that's
is
pretty.
not much older than me as a person, but
Yeah.
older than me as a person.
Yeah.
And I just know Freddie knows bullshit before it happens.
Oh, let me tell you. I put it on stage one night when
Freddie's
she was
the
so
best.
mad with me because we was on stage and polyamorous came up and I just didn't understand what the fuck it was. And
Sure.
and she was like, "If you shut the fuck up, motherfucker," you know. And I was like, "Well,
But you do kind of know, like, you're like, I got a point to make, but
Yeah.
I like Freddie.
yeah, oh, Freddie's. I mean, she lit my ass up on that stage because I
Freddie's
wouldn't
lit.
shut up, and she was like, "You son of a."
And
bitch."
Freddie's lit my ass up on stage, and I love
she
her
is so
for that.
funny.
Hey,
Sometimes she said,
I think she's so funny
Oh,
too, bro. I agree.
yeah.
we can sit here and talk as long as we want, but
No, we can't.
I'm gonna bring some
"Got a
closer
real
to it.
job." Yeah, got a real job.
First of all, thank you so much
Yeah,
for being.
man. I hope you keep
We
going.
have-
You know I hope I see you every Tuesday.
Oh yeah, I'm there.
Hey, Sienna, it's 38 below zero, and we're in the middle of the worst blizzard Ohio's ever seen.
Yeah.
Would you rather?
I need me and you out there with our coats
Okay,
up, hitting
yeah.
that bull.
Yeah, oh yeah. As long as
It'll
there's
happen.
weed involved, I'm more likely to.
And
get
I'll
it.
probably just message.
38
I'm gonna
below.
start messaging you. when
You can
I'm-
do that.
Yep.
harass him as much as you need to. all right?
Well, it's more like, hey, if you're coming to 2 for
Oh yeah.
let's smoke.
Oh yeah. Look. Let me just say this. Last Tuesday, when I seen you walk
Hey, which
past me in
reminds
the
me-
rain, I was sitting in the truck as you walked right past.
I felt like you were.
I
I was like, Sienna's either in a car or upstairs.
I was
There's
like,
no in between.
and when you crossed the street,
Since
I
it's
said
getting
that fucking
cold.
time more. And then when I went upstairs, your jacket was the brown jacket you was in. I
Yep,
said,
my
"Ain't that a
car.
bitch?"
Since it's getting cold,
Yeah, that's why
Okay.
I love you.
Oh,
I
yeah.
have hoodies that are 2X. Or do you want a beanie? Do you want a beanie or a
Yeah,
hoodie?
because we always
Hoodie.
give somebody something.
A hoodie. All right. So
Okay. 'Cause he has a
this is my
bullshit
skateboard.
ass.
This is my skateboard brand, Kickbase.
Yeah.
Thank you
Brilliant.
for being part of this. You
Mhm.
know.
Thank you.
And Sienna, I know I don't want you to catch pneumonia. Would you like a beanie? I told you I'd hook you up with one. I have
I don't
multiple
really want
colors.
one, motherfucker.
Nah, he don't
wait,
want-
hold on, wait a second.
he don't
I
want
want a
people
yellow one. I
going,
want
yeah.
a bright yellow one.
This one?
Bright, yeah, that'll work.
Well, that way the hunters can see him.
Yeah.
Because my dad and his people.
Don't
here's
miss.
here's the thing. The hunters,
Don't miss.
the hunters know he's a bull, but that's just because of their wives.
I am a construction worker. I mean, I don't actually do no work.
Brother,
But
get
I
out of
work
there.
out there.
Sit in that truck and wear that hat.
She is.
Yeah.
You better wear that.
I don't sit in the truck. I actually make people ride me around. Okay, because, I'm not walking.
He's the black Mike Urban trout. I love it.
But Ty, thanks for all that you
Yeah.
do. We appreciate
Thank
you.
you.
Really
both.
do. We really
Yes.
do. Really do.
Thank you both,
Big
man.
fan.
For
Really
real.
do, brother.
For real.
Oh,
for real.
yeah. You're very funny.
I love you guys. I think
Yeah.
you're both hilarious.
Yeah.
Me too, brother.
I would love to see more of you guys
No, we
just
can't.
in general.
Yeah. It's
And
fun.
I'll tell you what, man, the more
If you
things
go
happen.
to the gay pride parade, you'll probably see more.
You'll see everything you want to see.
Yeah, that's
Probably see him.
that's
There's
Brendan.
some Casey Dukes walking out
That's
with
Brendan's headlining gig.
with a white beater on. Some Casey Dukes on you.
If the shoe fits, all right?
Whatever. Okay, listen, ladies and gentlemen. I want to make this really crystal clear. before we leave this podcast, look at his drunk ass. Okay, so here's the thing.
We've been here
We're
3 hours.
We're going to need some woman. You know, we don't care if she's blind, crippled, or crazy.
They're tied to her.
So just send me a picture so
Well,
I can
here's the
hook
thing.
Brendan up with your ass.
Hook Brendan up, and then when you hook up with Brendan, bring your sister or your cousin or your best friend.
Oh, we gonna get some.
And then let me get some of that follow up.
How we gonna get us some transvestites?
Look, here's the thing. I like whole.
Y'all see what I'm saying? All we getting is some transvestites now. This is some bullshit. I done
If
met
it's hot
straight
enough,
people.
I'm in.
Thanks so much for tuning in to everybody last podcast. It's been a blast.
You two are funny. Buy
Turn my
Brendan's
fucking camera off, motherfucker.
Buy Brendan's skate company.
Oh yeah, yeah. Go out there and skate with Brendan and shit. Cause
Skate with
I
Brendan.
can't
and
believe
fuck
he's still
me
skating
and
as old
Sienna.
as he is. And that motherfucker, once he falls one more time, even
Think
Tony
about
Hawk had to
Brendan.
quit.
As long as you got titties, Brendan's cool.
Yeah, well, I like
Titties.
titties too now. Even little ones or big ones, if they shape like
Titties
bananas,
of
I
all
don't give a
sizes
fuck.
are cool.
If you got to tie them up in your waistband, I don't give a fuck.
all
I
right,
just
too.
love titties.
That's what we like about you. You don't discriminate.
I don't. I try not
Me and
to.
Sienna
I'm
love
too old to
pussy.
discriminate. Gonna take, honey, I didn't mean none of that shit.
That's alright. No, we love pussy. That's all that
I
matters.
know, but you know, I love you too, baby.
Yeah.
Okay, just because he's a whore, I'm not. And we both know
We
Brendan's
know how
not.
to, where to put
Brendan's a
fingers.
pious man.
Bye.
The women, but he's gone out the room again. Women, if you really want a good pious man who ain't gonna try to get pussy all the time, he's your dude.
I
He's
don't
coming
know.
back in the camera.
Hey, once that door
Somebody
is
I don't
open,
know.
once that door is open, man,
Okay, yeah.
that's all I'm saying.
Well, if you want a built-up dam, you can find it right there. It's like a Hoover. Over.
You need anything, Ty? Water or anything?
We're at home.
Yeah, I got you, man. We about to go in just a second.
You gonna be alright?
What?
You heard me,
Okay.
motherfucker.
Yeah,
Alright.
bastard.
Okay.
Okay.
Love you too.
Oh,
Matt.
yeah. Well, who?
That's my sister,
Lord,
Nat.
he's
Ty, you might
motherfucking
know
Nat.
her before.
Yeah, please. Hey, Nat. I was wondering if you was in there. You ain't say shit.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Hello.
At least we wasn't fucking
Nat, this is the Ty Moore. In
Nice to meet
the
Yeah.
drunk version of him, he
Yeah.
is still a great person either way.
At least we
I'm
wasn't.
hammered. I got the hot
Notice we didn't get on religion tonight, okay?
One
No.
guy get his
Oh, boy,
dinner.
The reason for it.
Good. And the next time y'all see God, I hope that it's when
Yeah.
you're with a woman
Well.
instead of anywhere near here.
Okay, well,
Um,
it will be. Because, you know, it's going to be me. Be looking in the mirror.